Good morning, everyone. How is everyone doing? Great to be back after a little break. It's good to see you all. Sam, Never Melt Ice, Ob, Joe, Tyler, Rad Dad Online. How are you all doing? I hope you're all well. Thanks so much for joining us this morning. Aaron, good to see you. I hope you are well. Has been a little while, so we haven't done anything stream wise since before EUIC, so it's nice to finally be back and be back with these games that have been haunting us for a long time. But I feel confident. Shiny started today on Soul Silver, and then hopefully the Mareep on this HeartGold. So we'll continue the hunts as we go on. But it is awesome to be back. I've been looking forward to this stream all weekend, so I'm ecstatic to be back on and jumping into it. Natalie, how are you doing? Chaos. John, good to see you, mate. Kaylee, how are you? I hope you are good. All happy birthday to me streams are back. Happy birthday, Kaylee. I hope you had an amazing birthday. Or is it today? Is it this week? Remind me, because my mind is all spaghetti this morning. Rad Dad Online, how were your couple of weeks? EUIC go well. EUIC was a lot of fun. Yeah, thank you so much, mate. And just, yeah, looking forward to diving back into the streams and stuff now. But EUIC, yeah, it was amazing. It was an amazing event all in all. It was so knackering though, so tiring, but it was awesome to be a part of, like always. And Mr. X Smile, how are you doing? I hope you're good and first time here. Great to have you here, and I hope you're having a fantastic start to your day. Tyler, I'm doing pretty good. Just got the shiny Gallade Scarlet. Nice, mate. Very nice shiny as well. And Kaylee, it's your birthday today, Kaylee. Right, let's take a minute before we jump into this. Kaylee, happy birthday. I hope you have a fantastic day and have a brilliant birthday week. I hope you're extending the celebrations all week this week. But chat, let's all wish Kaylee a huge happy birthday. I hope you're having a fantastic day and got lots of nice goodies and have lots of nice things planned for the rest of the day, especially some cake as well. But happy birthday, and thank you so much for joining as well. So good to have you back, Lee. Can't believe how much I missed these morning streams and good vibes. Sam, it's great to have you here, mate, and it is great to be back. So Soggy, we've got some new emotes as well. So I dropped a Squirtle Squad one in, because we always talk about the Squirtle Squad, right? We always talk about the Squirtle Squad, so I thought let's revamp the membership a little bit. Let's give it some Squirtle Squad tiers. And there's a Squirtle Squad. I think if you like !squad, the Squirtle Squad emote will be there. And there's also a Debbie one as well, so the same with Debbie. So we got 2 more there, and I think if we get a few more members this week, we should be able to add a few more emotes as well, which is pretty cool because there's some ready and waiting to be added in. There we go, it's a Soggy. There we go, the squad. So I took some time when I was at EUIC, when I had a minute, do some sketching. So yeah, they are. I hope they're good. We can change the Debbie one, of course, if people would prefer to. Kaylee, thank you so much. I had a great weekend. Went to the new restaurant Melting Pot. All fondues with my hubby, and my mum made me homemade pineapple upside down cake. Ah, that sounds so good. The restaurant in particular, but upside down cake, one of my favorites as well. Great to hear you had an awesome weekend. Go to the squad tiers, the badge, the Squirtle now. Yeah, we got the Squirtle badges now. So there is shiny Squirtles, and as you progress, you get the glasses. And on top of that, I did purchase something, so you'll have to tell me what you think of the. Can I fit these on? There we go. Squirtle Squad glasses. I got them specially for the stream, so in special moments we can put them on, and we can rock the Squirtle Squad glasses all together. But I forgot about the badges as well. Ashley, how are you doing? Right, let's jump into this and get some of these encounters on the way. I think I'm just going to check, because have we got the repel active already? We do. We still have it lingering, so that's good. Okay, so we can just do the tippy tappy here, and we can reset for our starters on this one. It's a Bellsprout to start us off with. Just call me gamer. How are you doing? I hope you're well and having a great day, and thanks for joining as always. It's probably going to take me a minute to get back into the swing of these resets, but hopefully not too long, because it's been a little while since we did anything in these games. But feeling confident this morning that we should get some success. 2 Bellsprouts on the spin, not normally what we like to see. We need those Mareeps. Just call me gamer. It's going good, mate. It's nice to be back finally after a little break here on the channel. Hopefully we can jump back in full force this week. There's our first Mareep, and that will be that one. So there we go. There we go. Leave a squad like. Leave a squad like. Thank you, mate. I appreciate it so much. Oh, come on. Today has to be the day. Coming back. I've been searching in ultra wormholes as well for the Latios for this video I'm doing that is just taking such a long time, and the Zekrom, and I'm like nearly 6,000 resets in with Latios, which is just like, I don't know, I just feel like it's cursed. Right, okay, that's that one, but hopefully we see something shine today, because otherwise I just feel like I've had nothing, you know. Recently it's been a very dry spell, and we are due some shinies. Damien, how are you doing, mate? I hope you are well and having a great day. Great to see you. Long time lurker. Always use your videos for the 7-star raids. Thank you so much for the support as well, Damien, and I hope they continue to be helpful going forward. Surprised we got no announcement last night for another raid. It's crazy. Like I don't know what they're planning, or have they got something up their sleeves for this week where we're gonna get, I don't know, a special announcement, or are they just taking a week's break? Who knows? It was a bit odd not to get anything announced last night, but we'll see what the week brings us as we go forward. But yeah, I found it strange. Nothing, not even a mass outbreak event got announced last night, which was pretty crazy. But yeah, wait, are you using non-shiny on the left screen? Oh man, non-shiny on the left screen. So we started this hunt a while ago, as you can tell with the resets, and we started off doing resets on 2 systems for the starters. Now we're so deep in with the Soul Silver, we were like, okay, well, we hunt for Mareeps, we'll continue the starter hunt on the Soul Silver cart, and that's what we're doing for the starter. So if we get another shiny starter, then we will trade it over to this playthrough, so we can have 2 starters to go through the game with, which would be pretty nice, pretty epic. God, how are you doing? Carrie, how are you doing? Cart, sorry, Carrie. I hope you're well, and great to see you as always. And Wolf is so awesome. Go Trico. Wolf is the goat. It was nice. I bumped into Wolf at EUIC as well, so he had a good event there, just couldn't quite get the finish that he's looking for, which was a little bit unfortunate, but did amazing in EUIC. But then, I mean, like, just last minute going to Orlando and then pulling out the W like he did was just crazy. The finals, it was really nice watching as well, because I just feel like, you know, you could see how much it meant to him when that Amoonguss survived the close combat and he got the knockout onto the Urshifu. It was a really nice moment. But 9 regional wins on top of everything else that he's done is just crazy. It makes me really hungry to like want to play next season, you know. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, Wolf is actually he's just the GOAT, isn't he? He has to be the greatest player that I think that we've seen in VG. Zekros, how are you doing? I hope you're well. With or without charm for Lati? With the charm, which makes it even worse, Sasoggy. So yeah, and the Zekrom's around 4,000, which is just like, I just feel like I've got, I don't know, when you feel cursed, I feel cursed. Grace, how you doing? I hope you are well and having a great day. Good weekend for Newcastle. Makes me want to throw up. I know, I didn't expect it. I did not expect us to turn over Tottenham like we did, but Eddie, it was an Eddie masterclass, wasn't it? It was an Eddie masterclass. He was he just had the team set up so well over the weekend, so it was amazing to see. So as you can imagine, I was very happy early Saturday afternoon when we got the results in, which was good. I'm wondering why there isn't any new event announced in Scarlet and Violet. I know, yeah, crazy. I really like, I feel at the minute as well, they kind of need to be doing stuff to keep people interested. I mean, we've got the whole item printer thing, which is kind of nice. So we've got ways to like farm balls very easily, and all the other items, which I should have a video up either tomorrow or Wednesday with the Terra Shards and other items that we haven't covered yet with like target dates and times. But I know if you check out Anubis's X account, then they have got a bunch of other dates that are, if you do the one setup, it activates the lotto, and then we'll give you like a bunch of good items just off one setup, which are they're the ones that you really want to be doing, which are pretty easy to do. So yeah, Nils deserve masters. Kevin Han played superbly in juniors. Yeah, the juniors and seniors was crazy good. I really enjoyed the seniors and the juniors finals. I thought they were both really good, had some really interesting teams. John, still think Ray is better than Wolf. Winning 3 world championships won't be done again. No, it won't. It will never be done again. I will always hold Ray is the god, but I just think what Wolf's doing, like, I think wait and see what Wolf does at Worlds this year, you know. I think it's a different time as well. Like, I always argue the point like that, you know, just because the average player level wasn't as good back when Ray won the world championships doesn't take anything away from what he's done in the format. Like, if you know Ray as a player, he's just built differently. Like, he's just built differently. I was speaking to Roshan at EUIC at the staff party afterwards, and we were talking about Ray. And it's, I you know, just players don't realize, I think, how good Ray was, and it's like, I just want him to come back. Obviously he's got other things going on at the minute. I would just love him to come back and just have like one real crack, but you know, we might never see that. But he's got those 3 world titles back to back, and I agree with you. I don't think that'll ever be done again, not back to back. Someone might win 3, but never back to back. It'll just not happen. It's just, yeah, it's just an absolutely crazy thing to do. Actually, because 2 hunts that are over odds at the same time. I feel like that is the case, you know. And William, good morning, my friend. I hope you're well and having a great day. And Rich, good to see you as well, mate. And I hope you are having a great day. Thanks so much for joining the stream with us this morning. Right, I just need to press these 2. That's all we need. That's all we need. And I can pay attention to chat. Didn't manage to see you at London, but almost made day 2 with Furret. Wow, lost to James Beck in game 3 at 5-2. Oh, mate, with Furret as well, William. That is incredible. So sorry you didn't make day 2. That would have been such a cool team to see progressing, but like, fair play. That is an amazing result with like not the most obvious kind of Pokemon to play in the format, you know. So massive credit. I hope you had a great weekend though. It was really difficult. Like, I didn't really get much time. I think the first time I got out onto the floor properly was the Sunday. Other than that, I didn't get much time to kind of go out onto the floor to kind of try and scout and see people and stuff like that, which was a little bit disappointing. But hopefully there'll be more events soon, and you'll attend. Wasn't it last year? 6-1. Yeah, it was. Yeah, 6-1 last year. Because I think that's why Bruno and Lo Celso had that little scuff at the end, because Lo Celso was mouthing off to Bruno, and Bruno was like 4-0 twice. Just to rub it in a little bit more. But you know, doing well. Just got shiny Farfetch from Pokeradar. Nice. That's a super nice Pokemon to get. Really nice shiny as well. Congrats on that one. What's the next hunt up? Are you going to continue the radar? Never melt ice. I think my amazing shiny pearl shiny luck came from watching Ghosts of Carmel Maine while resetting. Maybe that's what we need to do. We need to get something on to give us some luck while we're resetting. Good. Got a Reggie Steel and 2,590 soft resets. Reggie Rock in 708 soft resets, and Reggie Ice in 118. Why are we cancelling that? We don't need to do that. A rare Hoppip, but very nice carry. Awesome to hear. Those resets numbers aren't too high either, so they're pretty nice, but nice shinies. A Rattata. A mod, they're doing some lawsuit to sue kid apparently. Crazy that sounds in the news. What was this? Who's getting sued? Just drive by and on here, popping in, wish you good luck. Thank you so much, mate. I appreciate that so much. And I hope your day is going great as well. I'm enjoying the stream while doing studies. Well, I hope the studies are going good. But thank you so much for joining. Not gonna lie, I'm really tempted to go to NIC. How you do? You should do it. You should do it. NIC is one of those events I feel like it will be pretty epic. You know, if you can afford it and you've got the time to do it, I think go for it. Especially if you're feeling like confident with your team as well. You know, I think Ella Amp, thank you so much for the subscribe. Yeah, if you're feeling confident, I think why not? And like I say, you can afford it and you've got the time to do it. The events cost so much money. That's the problem. Like, I just think it's not just your travel, your registration, it's all the food and everything around it, which makes it, you know, stack up pretty quickly. John, who can I send a letter to so you and Costa can cast together at Worlds? You have such a great energy and chemistry together. Thank you so much, John. I absolutely love working with Costa. He is an absolute gem. He's brilliant. And yeah, I mean, well, it would be such a dream if we got Worlds together. It really would be. Yeah, I don't know, like Costa I love working with the other casters, but there's something about when I work with Costa, he just elevates my energy up to just a different level that I've just never had before. And I really, really appreciate that. And I think we're planning on hopefully doing some events maybe later this year. So we'll hopefully put some work in and just keep improving it. Because I still think there's areas we've both said where we can improve things. So hopefully we can really nail down the combination and tighten it up a little bit, because I do feel like it's just a nice combination. But I mean, I don't know if we're going to get Worlds. It's a big ask this year just because of the roster of the casters. There's so many different casters, and I mean, look at Jake and Gabby at the final, you know, yesterday in Orlando. They did such a great job. They really did. Like, that was I was really impressed with how well they cast that final between them. So they'll be up in contention, no doubt about that. You've got Sierra, you got Rose as another combination, and then you got all the other casters as well that are doing a phenomenal job this year. So trying not to leave anyone out, but we've still got NIC to come up as well. So who knows who the powers that be are going to choose this year. I would love to go to Hawaii, but I don't know. I've kind of resigned myself to the fact that I probably won't get there this year, but we'll see. It'd be nice to be able to. But I appreciate the support, John. I really do, mate. I really do. So because I'm working on my Gen 1 Living Dex, so Nidoran female is next. Good luck with that one, and I hope it's going all right so far. I am planning, I think the next thing that we'll do is the members only tour that we were talking about, the tournament. So we'll get that organized very shortly. I'm going to try and get Bebum hooked for some point this week to do the Mew giveaway. So we'll try and organize that on the channel. That'd be nice to finally get that done, because I've got all the Mews up to home now that I can trade out, and we'll finally do one last giveaway for that. So if Bebum's around this week, we'll try and fit that in at some point. It might be early next week if he's not available, or we might just do one ourselves. It's just, I kind of wanted to do it with the two of us, because then it just means that we can do double the amount of trades at once. And then we need to sort out, once we've kind of got a handle on these games and the Deoxys hunt, then the Living Dex for Scarlet and Violet. And now, because of the item printer and it being such a good little device where we can just get all these special Pokeballs, I feel like I've got a good supply where we can go out and really make good progress in finishing off the Living Dex and Scarlet and Violet. So be nice. Have you played around with Reg G much? By the way, The UIC suit looked great, especially since it was last minute one. Thank you so much, Rich. I have been playing a little bit, Reggie, not as much as what I would probably like to, but I have been dabbling. Cryoton is actually so good. So good. Just won a tour as well, an online one. So Cryoton, I think it's Cryoton, Fluttermane, Chi-Yu, Tornadus. I can't remember the other ones. Amoonguss is in there as well, as you can imagine. But yeah, Cryoton's very good. And I like Groudon, Fluttermane as well. Like the sun just feels so good. I haven't really, when I've played Kyogre, it just hasn't felt like anywhere near as good as what I was expecting it to. And I don't think Kyogre is going to be that great this year, but we'll see. It hasn't really officially kicked off yet, so still got a long way. What about yourself, Rich? I hope you've if you have been playing it, I hope you've been enjoying it, mate, and figuring things out. Now for Reggie Gigas, wish me luck, Kerry. Good luck with it. Hope you see it shine very soon. Come on, shiny starter, or a shiny Mareep. That's what we want. Something to look forward to, so that's cool. And what you're up to next? What did you get up to in HeartGold? So we are going for the Mareep at the minute in the HeartGold version, because that's our next target. So we'll hopefully try and get the starter and then the Mareep as well, and then we'll be good to go. HN Belinda, how are you doing? I hope you are well, having a great day. Hope you had a great weekend. I did, thank you. I hope yours was as well. I hope that a beautiful shiny starter Pokemon appears soon. Oh, you and me both. I really do. Getting like near triple odds for the shiny starter. But today could be the day. Members only Tony should be a Reg G format. Yes, mate, it will be. It'll be good. I think it's a really good regulation. I'm not overly always keen on like the one restricted, but I do think it opens up a lot of different strategies with the especially with the Paradox Pokemon, with Miraidon, Koraidon. So it should be a lot of fun. And I think there's a lot of room to play around with it. The other legendaries, I think they get a whole new lease of life with terrestrialization, you know. And the fact that Xerneas isn't in the format makes it a lot easier for the dragons to kind of perform. Like Solgaleo is something that I haven't seen many people playing around with up to now, and I do think that's got probably quite a lot of usage. Lunala, I think's got a lot of potential. I want to say Blaine's put a video up with a lot of great combos for the item machine thingy. Oh, is he putting a new one up? That's good. That's good. I know he's been putting some content up as well, so that's good. Sharing is caring with the item printer, you know. I think, I don't know what, I put the terrestrialization one out, but I think there will be a video at some point when, because I believe there'll be, I don't know if, I don't really know, I haven't been following it too much, but what I'm hearing is that there might be a program where you can kind of check your seed and then look for your own combination, date combination, item combinations and stuff like that. So when that's all up and running, that'll be something to cover as well, because then we can just kind of create a thread almost of just really good useful dates for basically everything. But as far as I know, you're not ever going to get more than 6 of one item in a drop. So if you're doing 10 items, you would only get like 6 Beast Balls as the max you could get, 6 Master Balls as the max that you could get for some reason. So I don't think you can get like a job of 10 of all the same ball, you know. But of course it's very early days, so you never know. There might be stuff. Hi from the Philippines, Gotrico, how are you doing? Thanks so much for joining. I hope it's a lush day out where you are. Hopefully see you in Worlds. Oh, that would be amazing. I would love to. I'd love to be there for Hawaii. It's a very special one as well. Callum, how are you doing, mate? Newcastle shirt is on today. Yes, mate, we got it on. I feel like I'm living in this jacket at the moment. Every time I come into do any sort of content stuff, it's like sitting in here, so we've got it ready to go. But I hope you're doing well, mate. Great to see you as always. Ever since Urshifu Rapid Strike came out, so many people are now prepared to deal with water. No surprise, Karaga doesn't seem to be as dominant anymore. Yeah, that's very true, John. Yeah, Urshifu. Oh, I don't know. I feel like Urshifu will have to get patched in the next gen. Like, that Unseen Fist ability is just so broken. So broken. It might not even be in the next gen, you know. They might decide to just leave it out for a little bit. We'll have to wait and see, though. James, how are you doing? Good morning to you, mate. I hope you are having a fantastic day. And thanks, as always, for joining the stream this morning. Hopefully coming in at a good time. Get some shiny starters or the Mareep. Either would be good. Jim Belinda, I really like your participation commenting in the EUIC Pokemon tournament. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. It was a lot of fun doing it, and I just feel so privileged to be able to kind of keep going and doing a EUIC. So hopefully it does continue in future years, because I'm already looking forward to next year. I had such a blast at this one. It's such a really just an awesome event, and one that I love being a part of. But if I don't ever get asked to cast, I could always play, couldn't I? I haven't played an IC since 2017. That's the only IC I've ever played at, and I kind of would like to play an IC at some point. I don't think I've got the money to fly over to NAIC, and this season it feels a little bit of a stretch because, well, I haven't really been playing the circuit this year because of all the casting I've been doing. So maybe in the future, you know, and you never know. Never say never, but isn't it New Orleans? New Orleans. However we're meant to say it. I got corrected on it quite a few times. EUIC. So I don't know which way to go on it. New Orleans or New Orleans. But that's where it is. It's going to be pretty cool being down there this year. Played a lot of Showdown, but it's my first dabble in VGC, so figuring it out still. Enjoying Groudon paired with Paradox Mons. Yeah, Groudon Fluttermane is just horrible. It's so good, but I think the Cryogon with Fluttermane is kind of just as potent. They offer different things, but yeah, they're very good as a combination. The Sun with the Paradox Pokemon. Raging Bolt as well is another one. Zyro, how you doing, mate? Good to see you live again. Good to see you as well, mate. It is great to finally be back after a little break. Good seeing you on EUIC stream last weekend. It was a great event to watch. I'm pleased you enjoyed it, my friend, and it was awesome being a part of it. I was crying on the couch when I don't know if you saw some of the downtime when Charlie had us on the couch, me and Costa was doing his Kartana drawing. It was very funny. I know it was, if you looked on camera, I feel like I hid my tears pretty well because Charlie had tears from laughing down his face. Costa's brain. It was no, it was good. It was very good. It was a lot of fun as well. And we had some absolutely banging matches the entire time. It was I feel like every stream match was just so good, you know. Item printer brings some nice replay value to it as well. RNG manip, yeah, and they still data mine it. Yeah, I think Kurt and Anubis are working on it's the gacha program. I don't know who developed it exactly, but I think the Japanese community have been playing around with it quite a lot. So hopefully that program will be, I guess, launched, because I think you need a virtual environment on your PC to be able to run it. Something like Wine can run it as well if you're on iOS. So hopefully that's something that we see kind of launched in the near future. That would be kind of handy for everyone. Need to catch up on the weekend. Who won? Callum. Oh, VG. The GOAT won. The GOAT won once again. It's a Wolf Glick. Yeah, he took it all. Which was just, yeah, insane to see. Especially how stacked that top cut was, you know, when you went into that. And like the event itself, it was basically just a tiny bit smaller than EUIC in numbers, which is crazy. I think Unseen Fist will be one of one-time use, like we've seen Zacian is broken. Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't patch it coming into Scarlet and Violet, to be honest, because of knowing how broken it was in Gen 8, you know, with Sword and Shield, because it was really impactful in those games. But yeah, they just decided not to. Need to set up a GoFundMe for it. That would be, yeah, get it. All these people are putting so much work into these programs and stuff. I'd do the GoFundMe, buy the coffee, whatever they do for it. But yeah, they should be able to travel to events. You are an asset to the community. Thank you so much. That really means a lot. But hopefully next season I'll be able to get to a few. That'd be nice. Paul Les, how are you doing, mate? I hope you're well and having a great morning, my friend. Thank you so much for joining. I'm in Japan. Oh, of course. Japan trip. Oh, man. That is amazing so far. It's amazing. Great to hear, my friend. I forget you're in Japan. That is so exciting. It's unreal that this place really exists. Seeing it only in pics and vids really is different than actually being here, mate. I hope you are having an absolute blast of a time. What time is it there now? Because it must be like afternoon time with how things work out time wise. Time difference is crazy. I find it so wild. But I hope you've had a good day today. What have you been up to exploring out there? And I hope you've made it out to a bunch of wild and cool things to go and shop, picks, you know, all the stuff up, and get to some Pokemon centers and all that good stuff. But I'm pleased you're having a brilliant time, mate, and thanks for dropping into the stream while you're out there as well. Hope the rest of your trip goes super well. Arch Linux for that Proton layer. I'm already on Linux, plus the Stream Deck sort of counts as a Linux PC. That's very true. Yeah, that definitely helps with it. How did you get into casting, VGC? Fake boy. I got approached. So I started a YouTube channel in 2016-17 and did a little bit of content there, and then it was VG content primarily. This channel, actually, weirdly enough, which is not VG anymore, but yeah, then Pokemon reached out to me, the European department, and I had an interview, and they asked if I would like to go and join the casting team, and then from there it kind of went on. Jay Blake, the legend, the man, the myth, the legend, took me under his wing, taught me everything I know, helped me out a bunch, and then yeah, it's just kind of went on from there, to be honest. So I was in the right place at the right time, I think, when they were starting it all, and then that's basically how it's kind of evolved from that point on, really. But I think if you're wanting to get into it now, there's loads of opportunities for people that are interested in getting into casting now. I think the best place to start is going to, you know, online tournaments that are doing events, you know, weekend events, weekly events that need casters, if they're streaming any of the matches and stuff like that of tournaments online, and then try and just get your foot in the door there. You can also, if you are, a good way I would probably go about it now would be, because Pokemon are openly happy for other content creators to co-stream their live streams. So you could co-stream a live stream, say Orlando this weekend, and you could kind of do a watch along, but you could add your own commentary to the games as part of the watch along, and that will help like develop your skills, get you used to how things work on the camera. It's harder doing it by yourself because you kind of want to color and an analysis caster kind of bouncing off each other, but you can do it by yourself, you know, especially if you're just doing a watch along. There's a bunch of things you can do. You probably lean a little bit more into the analysis side of things, but then as well, find out your local area, you know, what events are going on in your local area. Are they streaming things? If they are, ask if you can get involved with the cast and stuff like that. That's probably what I would do now. So there's definitely, it's more accessible to get into now than it was before, I think. But yeah, there are a few things. Calyrex Shadow paired with Indeedee is bonkers. Psychic Terrain, yeah, mate, that thing. Shadow Calyrex is just scary. Spencer, good to see you, mate. I hope you're all well and having a great day. Great to see you as always. Hope your week is starting well as well, my friend. Mine is going great. Thank you so much, and it's great to be back as well. It's currently 8 p.m. Les, yeah, evening. So, are you going out for food, or have you had food yet? And how have you been finding the food, mate? I hope you've been enjoying it. It's mad cheap out there. Like the 2021 Flinch Squad Championship Series. We need to bring that back. That would be a lot of fun to bring back. Well, the plan is with VG is I am starting another channel, and it will be all competitive Pokemon related. So I'll keep it separate from this one. And I'm likely going to start it over the summer with the idea of regularly putting content out with the new season. So we'll start things over the summer. And then with the new season starting in September, that's when I'll do the consistent content to kind of follow along with events. But it'll be a little bit different to what I used to do on the channel. So hopefully it's a lot more digestible, a bit more enjoyable, things like that. But we'll see. I'm excited about doing it. Sick. Enjoyed your interview with Charlie. Thank you, mate. It was a lot of fun doing it. And that's what I was doing the week before EUIC. So that was top secret. Charlie was like, keep a lid on this, don't tell anyone. But no, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun sitting down. Charlie is brilliant. I love Charlie. He's absolute gem as well. What made you change direction of the channel away from VG content? If I'm completely honest, and I will be honest with you, so I love doing the VG content, but it's a lot of work, right? It is a lot of work to do, because well, it depends which side of the coin you look at this like, right? But, and I'm not saying any other content creators out there do this, but if they do, it might save them a bunch of time. I never ever genned any of the teams that I put on the channel. Now, I put out rental codes for all of the teams that we featured on the channel. So to, you know, and like some weeks I'd be putting like 5 teams out. I'd be doing a new team every day. So to come up with new teams that were built by myself in game, because this is before rental teams were like a thing where, you know, I know Aaron leans on a lot of rental teams now, which definitely makes it easier for content, right? But this is before rental teams were like looked on. So you would be trying to build teams in game, and it was a huge task to do that. Such a time commitment as well. And then doing the battles, then doing the videos, then editing them. And, you know, it was pretty light work on the editing, because the editing wasn't anything special, right? But it took a lot of time doing it. And for the views that I was getting and the growth on the channel, which was never really the thing, right? But I think there has to be a point where you say, okay, there has to be some sort of return for my time to make it. I can't continue doing this forever if it's continuing to be such a strain on my time, because I also have a 9 to 5 that I was doing, you know. And then I just decided randomly I'll do some guides that help VG. So I started off with like the IV checker, how you unlock that in Sword and Shield, and that like popped off. I was like, wow, this is like crazy how well this video did. So I was like, there's definitely a place here for that sort of content. Then I did the breeding guide, which went crazy. I think it's still the most viewed video on the channel. And then I really like, and I enjoyed doing that sort of content as well, because it was so different to the VG stuff. So and because of the traction that those videos were getting, I was like, wow, this is a way better like use of my time. VG always started off as a little bit of a passion project, but I really loved YouTube at the same time, and I still love YouTube. I'm like obsessed with YouTube. So I decided really my time is better spent doing the guide content and the news content and the update content than it was doing the VG content, because there was a lot more interest there than there was from the VG side of things, which is kind of sad in a way, because like my passion is always going to be VG, right? But I decided, let's take a veer away and go down this route rather than the VG route. So that's basically why the channel ended up doing what it did. And I don't think I was in a place where I could have probably done the VG content like I want to do it. So we'll see how that goes when I launch that later this year. But again, the VG channel that I'm doing is a side one. It's going to be more of a passion project. It's not something that I'm like, oh, this is going to be huge, it's going to be big or anything like that. But it just keeps my foot in my toe in the water, so to speak, with competitive Pokemon, which is, you know, like I say, something that I always enjoy doing. So I just feel like it's gonna, if I do it on this channel, it's gonna muddy the waters. People subscribe to this channel for a certain type of content, and I feel like that content is not what they subscribe for. So I'm gonna keep this as this, and then we'll put the VG elsewhere, if that makes sense. So that's my idea about it overall, but that's how it kind of came about initially. It's all because of a breeding guide video that I did that did super well. But yeah, you know, here we go. We got our Animal Crossing Daily Dose. I haven't heard this track in a few weeks. I tell you what as well, right? For those of you guys out there that know Zoe 2 dots, right? Firstly, amazing person and so much fun. But Zoe has a secret talent, and I hope she doesn't mind me saying this, but I've never heard anyone do Animal Crossing impressions as good as she can do them, and it had me in absolute stitches in a UIC. Like, I am not joking, like, incredible. Very good at just general impressions as well. So yeah, that's just brought mad random thought just coming into my head there. Mullet Man, how are you doing, mate? I hope you're well and having a great day. Great to see you as well. You know, your charisma and integrity that make this and really so many channels here on YouTube pretty great. Even when the games suck, the community makes it the best. Well, thank you so much. But I tell you what, I always say this, like, we have such a great community here on the channel. It is all down to you guys, you know. It's amazing, and I feel, again, very privileged that we have what we have here, and all you guys are absolutely amazing and do make it what it is. I think VGC has grown a lot more now, so you should get more views. Yeah, it was never really about the... I make it sound like it was all about the views. It was just the comparison, I think, between, you know, the absolute grind. I'd put like hours in every single week, and I think I went, you know, maybe... I remember I used to go, like, I don't think I missed a day on YouTube. I never used to upload on Saturdays and Sundays, but like during the week, could go back. I think there was probably about a 1.5 to 2 year period where I never missed a single day uploading a new team or a battle episode to the channel, and it was hard work. And then to see other areas that I was like, I don't know, the breeding, I always understood like the breeding mechanics quite well from, like, you know, Gen 4 when I really took a deep dive into breeding for competitive. So I always had a good understanding of how you need to kind of breed competitive Pokemon, because I'd always done it. And to see that other area that I had the expertise in do well, and it didn't take half as much, it took a lot of time, but it didn't take half as much time as what it would do to do VG. I'm making it sound bad, like, in a way, but it just made me, like, I guess, refocus where I should be putting my time. And hopefully, I mean, it's worked out up to now, and I have no regrets about any decision that I've made. I just would like to see VG and dabble in it a little bit more. But like I say, I'll probably approach it a little bit differently than I did last time, and hopefully it is enjoyable how I do try and present it. So we'll see. But yeah, and no regrets about it, but I still just would like to do some VG along the line. But I don't want to make it sound like I got out of it because there was no interest there. There was definitely a lot of interest there, I think, and I really appreciate the community that we grew up to that point. And there is part of me that's like, it was hard because we had such a good core of VG kind of viewers on the channel, and it was almost like letting them down a little bit, and I did feel bad about that, and I do feel bad about that. And I think in a way it'd be nice to kind of do something new where it kind of caters for them as well, you know. Hopefully they might be like, nah, I'm not coming back watching that rubbish. Brian, what makes sense though, I think the vast majority of players don't play competitive. I honestly didn't even know it was a thing until last year, but great answer, very interesting to hear. Yeah, I think like competitive is, I think Sick makes a really good point. Competitive is so much bigger than it used to be as well. And but the time commitment was building the teams in the game, like, because a lot of other content creators might just PK hex stuff in their games, but I never did. The entire time that I did teams, rental teams on the channel, everything that you saw on the channel that was featured on the channel, it was built by me in games. EV'd, IV'd, trained up, caught, whatever you want to coin it as, but I always thought it was important to do that. Like for me personally, like I enjoy building teams and stuff like that, but because I was putting rental teams out, I always thought there was like a little bit of integrity when doing it, you know, from myself. And that's like, you know, I have nothing against anyone that's putting teams out and they are created quickly, because it is such a time commitment. Not everyone has that time to be able to do that, but because of that, it did make it very difficult. I remember like Sundays and Monday mornings and Monday evenings, a lot of the time was spent just like me, like grinding Pokemon teams, putting them together. So, and I think as well, there was a point where, because I was so pushed, like my back against the wall with time, where I was like, the quality, overall quality was probably not there, because I was putting so much time into creating the teams on paper in Showdown and then creating them in game. You know, I didn't really leave a lot of time left to actually put a lot of thought, or as much thought as I'd probably like, especially testing and stuff into the teams that I would like to do. So I think that's a big problem about it as well. Like playing catch up all the time with it was one of those things. But anyway, we'll see where things go. So glad getting a reliable, strong Pokemon in Scarlet and Violet is so much easier than generation before. I know, right? It's so much better. Like just training up in Scarlet and Violet, so much easier now. Right, come on. And I see Professor Oak is in the house. Virtuoso Matt as well. I'm sorry, I've been babbling on for the longest time, and I've probably, yeah, a bunch of you probably come in and I haven't even said hello. Lumpy, Slightly Tackle, Hitchley, Belinda said hello to you, but hello again. Virtuoso Matt, hope you're all doing well. Hope you are all doing well, and had a great week when I haven't been around so much, and it's great to see you all. Great to see you all. So thanks so much for joining the stream today. Hopefully we get some luck with one of these to shine, but we'll go from there. After 4,459 soft resets in Soul Silver, guess which starter shined? Rocket Blastoise. Was it the Totodile? I hope it was. I hope it was. Tell me it was the Chikorita. Was it the Chikorita? Oh no. That kind of Chikorita is a nice one. Riley, how you doing as well? I hope you're good. Team Squad, what a great couple of weeks of VGC and shiny hunting. I'm now on phase 5 of the Goose. 2 Nuzleaf and 2 Swablu. Wow, mate. Oh, you still haven't got it. I was kind of hoping we'd come into today and you'd be like, I got it. I got it. We're done. We're done with that. The Goose, mate. But the other shinies that you've got, 2 Nuzleaf, 2 Swablu. Really nice though. Really nice full old shinies. Sorry to hear that they are repeats, but I hope you are doing well as well, my friend, and great to see you. I wonder if they're going to remake Pokemon HeartGold Soul Silver for Nintendo Switch systems. That would be so good, wouldn't it? I'd love that. I'd love them to do it. Be brilliant to see. Just hoping we get some sort of remake this year, you know. Still nothing announced. If we reach the final, I want buy-in. I think it'd beat buy-in as well. They can be got at for sure. I was speaking to a buy-in fan in EUIC, and they were like, nah, we are not going to beat Arsenal. So they did all right against them in the first leg. Female Chikorita. A female though, that's really good. Like, that is even rarer, you know. I think ours is, what's ours? It must be a male. We couldn't have been that lucky. Yeah, male. We weren't that lucky, but nice. Congrats. That's a nice shiny to get. I'm just hoping this Soul Silver is kind to us and gives us something other than a Chikorita shiny. But we'll have to wait and see. It's not giving us anything so far, but I'm pleased to hear you managed to get it after all those resets as well. That is such a grind. Congrats on getting it. What's your next target? Finally streaming again. I've waited like a week to say thank you so much for joining the Cortana raid on Pogo. Cosmix, thank you so much for the invite as well. I really appreciated that. I did. It was a great raid, and I'm pleased I was able to manage to get in on that one. I did enjoy it, so thank you for the invite to that. Professor Og, good weekend as well for the Toon. It was a good weekend for the Toon, wasn't it? We absolutely smashed Spurs, which was very unexpected, but yeah, masterclass from Mr. Howe and the lads. It puts us right back in contention for a European place this season. So hopefully we've got Crystal Palace a week on Wednesday, and then who we got after that? Crystal Palace, and then I can't remember who we have after Crystal Palace, but we got 2 games kind of close in concession to each other. But hopefully things looking up, and then there'll only be like 4 games left after that. We've got to play Man United as well at some point, which can be quite, it could be the big time where we could maybe overtake them, cement a place above them, which I think will be the first time. If we finish above Man United this season, it'll be the first time in Premier League history that we ever finished above Man United, which seems absolutely crazy, but hopefully it can happen this year. Callum, Spurs were awful. Newcastle could have won by 10. Callum, we should have scored like an absolute bag full. It could have easily been like another 6, couldn't it? We missed a lot of sitters. Robert, 6,681 for Shiny Totodile. Calling it now, Robert. I hope you are right, mate. And we aren't too far away from that, I don't think. Where are we? 81. No, we aren't too far away from that at all. We're getting a lot of hop-up encounters in this one today. Be incredible if we get the shiny starter in this one today. Mighty, how you doing, mate? Guess what? I got a shiny Groudon and shiny Rayquaza with RNG manipulation. Nice, thanks to Papa Hefe. Just want to name the Rayquaza Ray or Quetzal, which is better. I like Quetzal, I would say. That's what I prefer. In Ray. Yeah, that's, I would pick the first one. First one for sure. Cosmic, it was late and I was tired and was sad. Thought I wouldn't win, but then like 3 of my friends joined, including you. Best stream 100% recommend. Thank you so much, mate. I appreciate that. But I'm pleased we managed to overcome the Cortana as well. It was a good one. I really like that. It's my first Ultra Beast that I've caught in Pokemon Go as well, so it's a special one. Weird foreshadowing for the Costa moment on stream, drawing the I don't know who else saw this, right? It was definitely a Starmie. I've watched it back though, but I'm like, okay, it was a Cortana, but I mean, he definitely played us with the Cortana, with the Staryu. It's definitely a Staryu. I'm still gonna say it. The first thing I said, because we finished that segment, we had to run back to the desk because we were starting top 8 then. And I was like, we get on the desk and I was like, it was definitely a Staryu, wasn't it? And he was adamant it wasn't. But I was like, nah, it was a Staryu all day. Right, that's that. Hope so. Totodile rocks. Yeah, Totodile's brilliant. It was always the one that we were kind of like wanting from the starters, but we'll see what the game decides to give us, if it gives us anything. Hefe is a great guy. He is very great guy. Content is amazing as well. Guides are very, very good. Yeah, I've used them a few times. I used the guide they did for the Darkrai with the blinks in Brilliant Diamond, Shed and Pearl. It's very easy to follow along and enjoyed doing it. Still got the Shaman to hunt in BDSP. Was your favorite match from EUIC, John? Wow. Oof. Favorite match? Oh, mate, that is such a hard question. The one that's coming to my mind now was I liked the day one. Oh, was it day one? Yeah, day one. Round 9 with Wolf when he got through to day 2 by clinching the win in that one. That was I enjoyed that match. I wasn't casting that one though. Was I? No, I don't think so. Don't know. It's all such a blur to me right now. I'll have to come back to you, mate. I will have to come back to you. Hope you enjoyed it though, John. What about yourself? And Lumpy, how are you doing, mate? Hope you are well. Great to see you as always. Zachary, how you doing, mate? Great to see you, my friend. Stream doing legendary raids without Professor Oak Pain. We should do some legendary raids. Maybe. I don't know if is there any events coming up where we could do some? That'd be kind of fun. We need Gary Oaks Raticate as an emote. Gary Oaks Raticate. Just the old pixel art. I wonder what's going to shine first. Is it going to be the Mareep or is it going to be one of these other random encounters that we're getting? Zara, I love the drawn segment. Was laughing so hard watching along. I was literally in tears when Costa was doing the Cartana. Literally in tears. I feel like I hit it pretty well. I feel like you could see it more on Charlie than you could on me, but yeah, I was absolutely howling. I noticed on that segment my mic was way further away from my mouth than it should have been. Normally production will say bring your mic up, but I felt like I was really quiet when I was watching it back. So there's some things they say that you can't really hear that well, but it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. It was a shame I only got the chance to go up once onto the couch. I think with just how it worked out with the matches that me and Costa were kind of casting always went to like a game 3, so we didn't really have too much time. And then the other matches seemed to be a lot shorter, so there wasn't as much that downtime to get on the couch, which isn't a bad thing as well. But I mean, Charlie did a fantastic job as host over the weekend, so kept us all entertained through any downtime there was. Alamos Darkrai was a rare event that has Palkia and Dialga's signature attacks and is my favorite game on to this day. Plus he sacrificed his life for another Alamos town in the anime. Darkrai is very cool. Very sad that Smeagol can't get Dog Void from it anymore though. It's maybe a good thing. But that's a total random comment, so I'm sorry. I'm just yeah, but I do love Darkrai. It's one of the best mythicals. Zachary, good morning, mate. Alex Gomez versus Tony, I believe his name, was a very, very good game. Semi-finals, if I'm not mistaken. That was a very good game, yeah. That was an incredible match, actually. Yeah, Alex did so well that tournament. I thought Alex might actually win it all, but Nils was just on an absolute tear the entire weekend, which was crazy. I just feel like looking back, like it just didn't seem like Nils was even breaking a sweat, you know, through the whole tournament. Just had such a good team. Yeah, if this counter breaks 10k, everyone super chat $5 to show massive support for the dedication, Ken. I appreciate that, mate. No one needs to, but hopefully it doesn't break 10k. That'd be crazy, but I hope you're doing well, Ken, and having a great day, my friend. Great to see you as always. Mighty 3DS modeling community is really dedicated. They even created fan-made servers to play online. Man, the 3DS was such a good console. I miss when it was in its prime. I agree with you, mate. It still is one of the best Nintendo consoles, I think. I think still better than the Switch, if I'm honest. Like, I love the Switch, but I think the 3DS was just different gravy, wasn't it? It's sad that it's kind of come to the end of the era now. How you doing? It's been a while. Still no luck on the Mareep. No, mate, no luck. But we have had a little break from it. So hopefully the little break coming back into it today is going to be just what we need to get some shinies showing up. I mean, I would be so happy if we just got the shiny starter today. That would be really, really great. It's cool to see Porygon 2 win it all. Such a good trick room set. I love Porygon 2. Yeah, it was amazing to see. And Urine as well, having the Porygon 2, playing it a little different to Nils, but you know, having success with it as well was just really nice to see. And getting top 4 as well was just absolutely amazing. Must have been tough, I think, at that stage, especially for Urine in particular, because coming off the back of a really long top 8 game where it was, you know, went to time in 2 games, and then game 3 was a long game as well. So I think, and then not getting too much of a break before top 4 started, I think it's, you know, it definitely takes it out of you. Sad that Smeagol doesn't get Dark Void anymore. Yes. Urine's in the chat. There we go. Yeah, calling me out for these statements. Calling me out. But I didn't even know you were in the chat. Well, I can say congratulations on the top 4 finish at EUIC, which was absolutely incredible. And it was a joy to watch you, mate. And it was amazing just seeing you grind through that top 8 match, which was, you know, I think shown real quality and just not letting up the whole time. Throughout that set was just incredible to see, and then coming out victorious. But like I was just saying, I think it was going through my mind when we were casting, you know, me and Costa were like, we'll have the top 4 for you and you versus Nils, and we were like, man, we haven't had long between games because that other top 4 match wasn't the longest, right? So you didn't get much time to like have a breather, have a break in between, which sometimes you kind of don't want. But I think after such a long set, you kind of just need a little bit of time just to kind of, and especially after the whole day that you had playing as well. I don't know. It's it just felt like not as much time as what I would have probably liked to have given you if I was in charge of things. Shiny Curlier, let's go. Tyler, nice. Curlier's a great shiny, mate. What are you going to evolve it into? What is it actually gender-wise? Lisa, how are you doing? I hope you are well. Having a great day. Paul is treating me well. 6.1k resets and nothing. Oh, Lisa, I hope you see it shine very, very soon. But thank you so much for coming by the stream. And if you do see it shine, do let us know. And we can all pop off and celebrate together. The other top 4 was pretty long. So I had plenty of time for a break. It didn't seem long to me, you know, that match compared to, I think in comparison, you know, you would have liked it. I feel like you should have had a bit more time. But like I say, Nils was on a tear that weekend. Nils was absolutely, yeah, I don't think anyone was stopping Nils that weekend, to be honest. Slightly Taco, 6,696 resets. Over for a shiny starter win. I hope you're all right, mate. And thanks for hopping in and joining today. I hope you're having a great day. Riley, being able to watch you and your co-caster was a blast, Lee. Bring so much hype while also being able to teach for any new viewers. You guys were a good path. Thank you so much, Riley. I really appreciate that, mate. The gaslighting's pretty funny from Costa as well. When he gets an opportunity, you got to be careful, Costa, because he will just especially just take advantage, make you second guess everything. Which is kind of funny. And I know he does it now, and I'm still like, still fall into the trap. But hopefully it adds to the entertainment value of it all, especially now. Now people are more aware of what's happening. Come on, shiny starter, give us something good. Sick, this is top secret, but my dad is helping me, helping set up the marathon at my Paris Olympics, and he is putting Pokemon sponsor shines up, and apparently Pokemon are helping sponsor the Olympics. No way. Is that actually true? That's nuts. That's very cool. That's very cool. It's very cool. I put my name down for there's a marathon in, it was happening EUIC. It's in London next year around the same sort of time. So I've signed up. It's a ballot though, so you don't guarantee to get into it. But I've signed up for that one. So that's going to be that half marathon I should say. So I've signed up for that for next year. Hopefully I get in, and I'm definitely doing that, and I'm doing the Great North Run next year. I've made a decision to do the Great North Run next year, so I'm going to make sure to get into both of them, which should be a lot of fun, I think. I would have done the Great North Run this year, but you need to get sponsorship, and I've just put out the post about the thing that I'm doing for the Little Princess Trust with my hair this year, and I feel like talking to Tash about it. I was like, I feel like I can't ask and put another one out now, because I'm like, yeah, with the Great North Run you need to guarantee I think like £400 for the children's charity that they do it for, and I just feel like it's asking a lot of people to do not donate twice for things. So I think if I just keep it separate, I'll do the Great North Run next year, and it'll give me a chance to train as well. Lee G Man, how are you doing, mate? Great to see you. Good win for the Toon at the weekend. It was, mate. Yeah, I was very happy with the result at the weekend. It was unexpected to say the least, but it puts us right back in a good place for European spots, which is just crazy, isn't it? Football's such a funny thing. Like, one result can change the mood around anything that's happening. Played versus Nils around 6-2 Swiss as well and beat him there. So that is interesting. It's always hard to know at events because we never really know. Like, we try and find out if our players have played before, but sometimes because we have quick turnarounds, we can never really find out as much information, and our runners don't generally have time to find all the info out before we go live, and then it doesn't get fed through. That would have been really good information to kind of know going in, especially because you got the win on him as well. So that's that is, see, so it could have went either way. I still believe for the longer break it might have been a different outcome. The teams were both, they matched up well. Caleb, I am doing great, my friend. How are you doing? Good to see you, and thanks so much for hopping in and joining the stream this morning. Really hope we get to see you cast Worlds. Wow, Zyro, thank you so much. It would be amazing to be able to cast at Worlds. It really would be. Are you planning to co-stream the event? I'd love to watch along with you. I tell you what, if I don't get asked to cast Worlds, we will 100% co-stream it. We'll co-stream it because it would be very, very fun to do that for sure. Yeah, we'll do that. Just rewatched the USC video and found the part where you guessed the Staryu Katana. Man, that really was hilarious, John. Yeah, oh man, you can see the tears coming down Charlie's face as well. But yeah, Costa got us good there. I love that Costa's like, it's a competition. And Riley, your casting style reminds me a lot of the way that Scar and Toph cast melee. One of them is the hype man, the other is the more analytical caster, but you managed to combine both styles into one. Thank you so much, mate. We are trying to, I think the end product with me and Costa would ideally be like a hybrid of like, normally you have like a color and you have an analysis. So you have play-by-play and analysis. But I think where we'd like to end up eventually is like a real hybrid where we can both pick up. But I think the timings, we've got to get a bit more practice together and get our timings right for pickups and smooth transitions and stuff like that between the two, so we don't like step over each other in certain situations. So there's a bit of work there to do, but I appreciate it, mate. That really means a lot. Thank you so much. I have to sign up for that half marathon in London. Okay, let me tell you what it is, Professor Oak. I will tell you now what it is, because I've just where is it? I think it got a text. There we go. Okay, it is I think it's Landmarks Half Marathon 2025. So the pre-registration's open. So if you just that's it there. That you can see that. That's it there. So I think if you just Google Landmarks London, you should be able to get the page, and they're taking registration now for it. So let me know, and you'll have to let me know if you get in as well, because that would be fun doing it. You'll absolutely, I'll have a lot of training. I got a lot of time to train, so you don't leave me in the dust when we're at the event itself, so I can try and keep up with you. That will be the aim. It's weird though, I'm not too afraid to do a half marathon. Like I could say, I feel like I'd be able to do one tomorrow. If someone said you're doing a half marathon tomorrow, I feel like I'd be able to do it. I probably wouldn't get a good time, but I feel like I'd be able to do it. But I feel so different about a marathon. I feel like a full marathon, I'd be like, I'm gonna need time. I'm gonna need a lot of time to train for this. But the half, I feel like it's a bit easier to do. What do you think about Wolf winning another regional? Just it's incredible, isn't it? It's amazing. It's just like, where do we draw the line with it? You know, I just think it's amazing to see. It's just writing history, really, isn't he? And I'm really happy for him. You know, he's an absolutely great player, and what he's done for the VG community to grow the game, you know, with his channel and the content that he does. Yeah, I'm just really happy for him, and it was nice to see him win another one. It's crazy when you see him in the top cut. You think, there's always a chance. Is he going to win this one again? Because he won it last year, right? And it was such a last minute decision for him to go down this time out to Orlando. So for just a flying visit almost to come in and just be like, yeah, I'm gonna retain this. I don't want to give it away. Crazy. How did you know you'd have Tyranitar in your top picks? Yeah, Ken, exactly. I know, mate. Had to be there. Obviously, I would like to say you co-stream, but there is no way you don't get asked. Caston, you do is amazing. Professor Og, thank you so much. I honestly think I won't get asked this year for Worlds. I think with the team size of the team that there is, I just think I probably won't get asked this year. So a co-stream's probably likely to happen. I mean, I'd be over the moon. I would be over the moon if I get asked to go to Hawaii. It would be fantastic. But I think now with the team so much bigger, yeah, we'll just have to see what happens. I'm up for the half marathon. Squirtle Squad on the move. If we do it right, you guys, if anyone here wants to do the half marathon in London next year, if you're into that sort of thing and you sign up for it and you get in and we all get in, I will make a pledge to get us Squirtle Squad vests done for the event, and we can all run it in Squirtle Squad vests. That would be cool. If I could say the word vests. I'm sorry, but that would be very cool to do something like that. What shinies have you right now? Hunter X, we have got in HeartGold, we've got shiny Geodude, Nugget, we got Nugget, and we got Chikorita. So we're going for the Mareep now, which is, yeah, I mean, we're getting through resets, but we're still way under odds for it, so we could get lucky with it. Just the starter on this cart is just eluding us. I talk about being like cursed. I do feel like this DS, it might be a mentality thing, but I don't know, I feel like this DS is like definitely cursed. This 3DS I bought recently with this capture card so I could do the joint, I feel like it is cursed in some sort of ways. Bitches, so Matt with the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you so much, my friend. That is so generous of you. Chat, let's show Matt a huge amount of love for all of the generosity this morning with those 5 gifted memberships and picking them up. Kaylee, on your birthday, happy birthday again. Frederick, and then we've got Jordan, the McMuffin, and also Sarah. Thank you so much, guys, for and welcome to the Squirtle Squad. Hope you enjoy your time here. Feels good being able to say Squirtle Squad now. All thanks to you guys. But Matt, thank you so much, my friend. Very, very kind as always, mate. Really appreciate it. Hey McMuffin, you're here. You are here. Part of the squad now. Part of the squad. You've always been part of the squad. Hope you're doing well though, my friend, and great to see you. Birthday. And for those of you that don't know, it is Kaylee's birthday today, so we have been wishing Kaylee happy birthday, and I hope you're continuing to have a great day. Do they make Squirtle Sword glasses? I need a pair of those. Chat. I showed these at the very start of the stream. I got them specially. These are Squirtle Squad glasses. Can I put them on when I've got my headphones on though? There we go. Saving them for special moments on stream when we get our shinies. We can't keep wearing them for too long. But now that you bring it up, Mod, now you've brought up the Squirtle Squad glasses, it gives me an excuse to put them on. But there. Squirtle. We'll keep them for special moments. We'll keep them, but I have got them specially for the stream. They took a while to get delivered. I think they were from China. I didn't look at the packaging, but they only came this morning, which is like perfect timing. I wasn't expecting them to come on time, but we've got them. Rocking the Skirtle blue shirt as well. Yeah. That wasn't intentional. This is I did a workout before I streamed this morning, so this is like I just came from workout, pretty much got energy drink, coffee, not energy drink, I got protein shake, coffee, and I had time to just set up the stream, so that's pretty much where we've come from. We need you with a saxophone now. Yeah, we just need the sax now. On Squirtle Skull glasses, the black glasses held item. Squirt was the OG black glasses user. Yeah, definitely the OG black glasses user for sure. Any way to one-shot Meganium solo? Leo, I don't think so, mate. Not with how defensively it is set up. I think the best Pokemon, like what I've been using is the Annihilate, but it is quite frustrating at times because it's so RNG dependent. Skeleturge is super consistent, but it's just slow. I was really hoping we get a new 7-star raid announced last night or this morning, early hours of this morning, with the Meganium finishing, but we've had nothing announced so far, so hopefully we do get something this week. It does make me think, are they announcing something later this week, or are we just having a complete break from 7-star raids for a little bit? But not even to get a Spotlight Terror raid or a Mass Outbreak event announced seems kind of weird. I don't know, are they planning to announce something throughout this week and they're gonna have a special bonus raid alongside it? Who knows? But I did find it very strange. Chad, yeah. Chad with those glasses on. Had most luck Skeleturge, but I definitely didn't farm Meganium like the others. I did only a couple of times because it took so long. Yeah, it just takes so long to do. I mean, the Annihilate is pretty quick when it gets going, but it's still, yeah, I don't know. It's just because I think Meganium's quite defensive anyway, so it's just one of those where it's just naturally going to take a long time to run through it. Where did you get those leads? These were off eBay. It took me a while to find them, honestly. eBay, and yeah, they're pretty special. David, how are you doing, my friend? I hope you're well. I find it hard to put them on when I've got the headphones on as well, but they were marked as Squirtle Squad glasses on eBay, so you might have some luck finding them. If you want the exact link, I can send them to you. You can get them in all different colors though. was like, you have to go with if we go on Squirtle Squad, we have to go with the black, the classics. Evolved Osiris into Osiris. I evolved. Not even the final form. I think I heard someone mention skill swap Contre Malamar for Meganium. I've heard the Malamar is quite good, yeah. I haven't tested it myself. I used Glare and Slowpoke, but only did it once. Yoran. Nice. Slowpoke felt like a good Pokemon to take against it, you know. I never tested it myself, but pleased that worked out for you. Yeah, I've heard the Malamar. Yeah, because with the Contrary, it's kind of nice every time it decides to try and curse up. Kind of helps us out a bunch. Yeah. I like that. I like that a lot. I've heard it's not as fast as the Annihilate, but it might be more consistent. So overall, it might be just a better choice. Because the Annihilate's very quick when it gets going, but like I say, it's so RNG dependent. Leo XO, thank you so much for the subscribe. Thanks for joining. If you're joining us on the stream today, which you haven't beaten Meganium yet, but its raid is still here. Nice. You've still got it to go in game. That's awesome. And you do get the Herba drops with it as well. So it's, you know, it's a decent raid to do just for those if you want to farm them at any point as well, which is always good. Should have Shin top on Smosh. Oh, gee, YouTube. The Smosh YouTuber. Charles, how are you doing, mate? I hope you are well. It's going good, my friend. Nice to be back after a little while away with EUIC and stuff. So it's nice to dive back in to the streams again today. Yeah, we need the exact link so we can pull the half marathon with the glasses on the vests. Yes, that would be very cool with the glasses. They're so dark though. They're really dark. That's like my one worry about like streaming with them. If I put them on streaming, if I get a shiny, I'll put them on for the rest of the stream. If we get a shiny, I'll put them on and wear them for the rest of the stream. But they are very dark. I don't know how reliable they are with UV protection or anything like that, but you know, I think they're more costume glasses than actual Menabe sunglasses. James, how you doing, mate? Glad to see you back. You as well, my friend. Great to see you, and hope you're having a great start to your week. How was your trip? Trip was good, my friend. Yeah, it was really nice being at the event in EUIC. It was such a fun event. And the Pokemon Center was good as well, which I really enjoyed, having a little bit of time in there. Which restricted legendaries are you looking forward to seeing used in the new reg? I think Koraidon's going to be used very heavily. I think Miraidon will as well. Groudon. I think Duskmane, Necrozma might be quite good. I think there's a lot though with terrestrialization. It's very early to say like what the what the most popular, what the best are going to be. Because I think terrestrialization opens the door a lot for a bunch of the restricteds, whereas, you know, previously things like Lugia might like struggle quite a bit because its typing's not that great, but you've got terrestrialization that makes Lugia like pretty monstrous. You've got Rayquaza as well. I think Rayquaza's good, but I think the problem Rayquaza's got in a lot of ways is that it does a very similar thing to what Dragonite does, and Dragonite doesn't take up a restricted spot on your team, you know. So it's whether or not you kind of want to just commit fully to going down the restricted, locking in with Rayquaza. It's nice for the weather for sure, because, you know, I think weather's so dependent, and I think that's probably the one thing that would make Rayquaza stand out a little bit more than Dragonite. I'm going down way too many different routes here. Basically, I think Koraidon's going to be good. Groudon's going to be very good. Miraidon's going to be very good. I think Kyogre's going to struggle a lot, and I don't think we're going to see Kyogre as impactful as it maybe has been in previous restricted formats, but I could be wrong, of course. But they're the ones that I've been playing around with and seeing a lot of success with early on. Chloe, how are you doing? I hope you're well. And what about you, Riley? What about you, my friend? I'll be looking to make a team where Sneasel can shine, so I'm gonna do a weakness policy. And Sneasel can learn surf. That's actually quite a fire idea. I like that a lot. I do like that a lot. Okay, I'm definitely gonna steal that idea, mate. I will credit, of course. I will credit. But I like the idea of the Sneasel as well. Eviolite Sneasel with the Ho-Oh. Ho-Oh's another one as well. Wish Nintendo points rewards were better, like than the Club Pirates' Mario Kart trophy. Yeah, that would be great, wouldn't it? Some of this stuff's not terrible, but I know what you mean. So the Mario Kart and the Splatoon championships were happening over the weekend. The trophies for those looked absolute fire. I kind of want to know what like other prizes they got though for winning. Was it just the trophy? Welcome back. I've been missing your streams. Cop the Loop, how are you doing, my friend? Great to see you. Did you hear the Korokoro news about Legends ZA? It was very small, but points to maybe new info being revealed next month. I think that was a yeah, I saw that. I think that was debunked though. I think that was like a mistranslation of stuff being revealed next month. As much as I would like to think it was real, I think that was like a mistranslation of them saying that stuff will be coming next month, when I don't think it will be. But it was cool to see some like little bits of information there in Korokoro, because it's been such a long time since Korokoro was kind of like the thing that people look at for like new info, you know. But we'll have to wait and see, I guess. I hope it's true, but I'm just reading like from that thread of other stuff with is it Poke Suomai, who does a lot of the translations, who came out earlier today and said that that was not what was in Korokoro. It doesn't state that it was going to be next month with more info, but you never know. You never know. The last repel before we reset. We can use box legends and new regulation. Yes, V McMuffin, you get to use one restricted per team. So you'll be able to use one of Groudon, Miraidon, Groudon, Kyogre, Rayquaza, Mewtwo, Giratina, Lugia, Ho-Oh, all of those that are in Scarlet and Violet. You'll get the choice of one on your team to use. So yeah, it's going to be a good format. I think it's going to be good. I like Kyurem White as well. I think Kyurem White's something to keep an eye on as well. Don't play Nintendo much in the spring, summer. Yeah, that's understandable. Nice to get outside and do things. Pogo is always good for that. If you need your fix, we've got to get together that channel tournament. Yes, we've got to start. We've got to get a date in for that. I think So Silver Game is broken, lol. Never managed you would be nearing 7,000. I know. I feel like it is. It's either the cart or it's the system. I think it's the 3DS. I feel like this 3DS has never had a shiny on it. And I feel like it's infected my other 3DS now. We'll be proved wrong today. We'll be proved wrong. And it will happen. It'll come in. My shiny luck is pretty nuts lately. What is going on? Tyler, that's good. You gotta take advantage of it while it's strong. Ours is not that great at the minute. Like I was saying earlier on, I'm nearly 6,000 resets deep on a Latios in the Ultra Wormholes and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. And that's with the shiny charm as well. So like nearly 3 times over odds. And it's brutal. Done that mistranslation. Oh well. I've been interested in Auras, Gale of Darkness, and Tears of the Kingdom right now, so I can't wait for ZA info. I'm patient. I'm with you as well. Hopefully, like, the mistranslation of the translation is wrong, and we do get news next month. It kind of makes sense that it would be a good time for them to drop something next month as well, because it's been a little while since Pokemon Day, you know. So it feels like, yeah, we'll kind of like keep that momentum going. The hype's kind of died out a little bit now, so it's probably time to bring it back a little bit. The silver cartridge is cursed, but you'll get it for sure. Welcome back, Teuton. Thank you so much, my friend. It is definitely cursed. Something's cursed. It's either the 3DS or the cartridge. It could be both. Could be double cursed. Gentle, how are you doing? Welcome back, man. Thank you so much, my friend, and great to be back. I hope you're having a great start to your week, and good to see you as always. Late, aren't I? Nah, not late at all. Just in time. No shinies just yet, so we'll see if we get anything for the remainder of the stream today. Be nice if we do, and then we can move on. It'd be cool to get like both of these, because then it means we've just got a clean run of the game pretty much up until Ho-Oh, which is going to be the next shiny hunt that we do. But that's not too bad. That's not too bad. It'll be easier doing it on one system than it is on two. Juggling both at the same time is a little bit hard sometimes, especially to get through chat as well. I've been using Body Press, Iron Defense, Zamazenta with Terra. It's so hard to take down, especially with that free defense raise. Yeah, mate, that sounds horrible. Horrible. If you haven't got the answer to it as well, it's just gonna rip through your team, especially with the Terra, like you say. Yeah, be nice to see Zamazenta get some love as well. It really was the left out kind of legendary from Sword and Shield, so it'd be nice to see it get some love in Scarlet and Violet. You ever travel for events you aren't casting just to see them? No, Caleb, I would, if I was going to an event, it would be with the idea to play at the event, if I wasn't casting them. And I haven't been to Lille. Was the last event I went to last year, so I haven't really had much of a chance to go to anything outside of that, because most of the events I have been, I mean, I could have went to Utrecht, but last minute had to cancel that one. So, but yeah, I haven't really had much of a chance outside of Utrecht and Lille. Not really had much chance this year to go to any, but hopefully next season I'll be able to have a few more that I'll be able to maybe get out to and either play or just attend. How are you doing, Shane? I hope you're well, mate. What an unreal weekend for Newcastle. I know, mate. Crazy result. I was saying before, it's like so unexpected as well. I cannot believe that we turned them over in such fashion as well. It was like, could have been a lot more. So lucky for Tottenham it wasn't. Invader, how are we doing? I hope you're well. Great to see you. And hope you had a nice weekend and are having a good start to your week. Thanks so much for hopping in and joining us back on the wagon with this hunt today. For the shiny Mareep, beep Mareep, and the shiny starter that hopefully will come at some point. Gimmick Muffin, Gale of Darkness has its own feel, but no, I stay away from GameCube. Oh, I really love the GameCube, you know. It is a very special console. Right, friends, I think I'm gonna do is grab some more water quickly. Are you guys all right for a minute while I'll just be like literally be 5 minutes, not even 5 minutes, I'll be like 2 minutes, probably not even a minute. So I'll go grab some water. I'll be right back. Sorry, I'm like so thirsty. I had this protein shake earlier and I definitely need the I need some water, so I'll be 2 seconds. All right, I will be a minute. back. We're back. We're back. I'm not on the screen, but we are back. 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 Watered up. Thank you so much for hanging on. Sorry I took so long there, but rushed. Right, we need another repel on this one. Right, let's jump back into it. Mod. Right, let's hope. Shiny time. I have a hacked Wii with a ton of GameCube games on it, but to be honest, I play mostly Pokemon, Metroid, Mario. Really should try more third-party titles on it. Definitely try it if you've got it done. I was gonna get one of the chips for the GameCube. I can't remember what it's called now. But to mod it, it would mean that I could get the Game Boy player, just buy the base, because the CD actual game for the Game Boy player is like just as expensive. GameCube brings the noise, Lumpy, for sure, mate. It does. Wind Waker is at home of the Wind Waker as well, so you know, for that reason alone, it's got all my love. Some absolute banging titles on that console, so good. So Squirtle Squad gear gonna be available in your shop. Ah, Lumpy, that's not a bad idea. I don't know about the glasses, probably not the glasses. But we could do some merch for sure. It'd be kind of cool to do. I'll have to figure out a way to do it where we don't like infringe copyright. I feel like I got a lot of complaints with doing the what was the last one we did? The Peturant. So people were tetchy with that. So I'll have to think of a way to get around it and make it cool, but kind of subtly like Squirtle Squadish, you know? I think that's the way to do it. Although I see some creators and they're just like, nah, it's a straight up Pokemon. I feel like I should be more careful though, because obviously being on the casting desk, I've probably got a little bit more responsibility with that sort of thing. Like Palworld did. Yeah, just take a leaf out of Palworld's book. Just Squirtle with the glasses on and a massive gun. That's what we'll do. Whoosh. Yeah, Palworld, can I borrow your designers for a week? How's your fitness journey coming along? It's Shane, I tell you what, mate, it's back on track this morning, but with going away to EUIC, I had all the best intentions. I took all my gear with me because I was like, I'll go for a run with where we were in the mornings. But at call time on the Friday, like Thursday was a busy day, so I didn't really have time Thursday morning after getting there on the Wednesday, and we had a full day Thursday. We didn't finish till really late, and then we had such an early call time on the Friday. Like, you know, we had to be at the venue for 7. I had to be there just after 7, I think, and yeah, so I didn't even have breakfast Friday morning. And I'm just making excuses here, but it was early. I didn't really have much time to do anything, so yeah. Last week, eased back into it. This morning, fully back into it. I've actually bought a lot of stuff, and I've got food sorted out for this week, so I'm really nailing down this week. So I'm feeling pretty good about it, mate. But otherwise, the last 2 weeks outside have been pretty bad, but getting back on it today, which is good, and this week going forward should be good as well. But yeah, I hope yours is going well, my friend, and everything's going good with you. Mega Squirtle Squad with Hydro Cannon. That's a, yeah. Zanwell life, man, happens, but Shane, thank you so much, mate. I'm like really determined now. I really need to up my game. I think I actually did like a big hit training this morning, and I did like an hour walk, so I've got like so I'll do that today. Then I'm gonna do strength training tomorrow and a run, and then go back to the hit and the walk Wednesday, strength on Thursday, strength on Saturday. And then I'm gonna have like, I'm gonna plan to have one day off a week at the moment, and not to burn myself out or anything, but I think like I need to get back into it hard. So that's the plan for this week, and then going forward. How long was your run today? Like, I didn't do a run today, mate. I just did a long walk. So I did a hit session this morning, which was like 35 minutes, and then I did like 45-minute walk after that. So like fast-paced walk. So I'll do a run tomorrow, and I'll do some strength training afterwards, and then which would be like upper body, arms and stuff like that tomorrow. So, and then I'll change up for Thursday, and then go back to upper body for Saturday. So run tomorrow. It's going to be the first run I've had since before going away to EUIC. The morning of EUIC that I left, I did a decent run, so it'll be the first one back tomorrow. Not looking forward to it. I kind of was thinking I'll do it this morning, but I thought nah, I'll just do the hit, because I'm going to try and integrate that back in. So I kind of copped out on the run today. But yeah, walking is nice. Yeah, it was good, mate. I think after, like, my legs were jelly after the hit training this morning, so I was like, yeah, the walk's probably a good thing, just to try and get the lactic acid out my legs. I couldn't have managed running after it. It was too much. Too many squats in the hit this morning. It's like burning, and I haven't done hit in such a long time, so it was like a real shock to the system. That's why I was like, I need the protein shake afterwards. Come on, clunky fingers. Let's see. Shiny starter. No. Wait a second, I just came to a horrible realization. What if you get a second shiny Chikorita? We've talked about this. It's gonna be the worst. It will be the worst situation possible. If anyone's got HeartGold, Soul Silver, and are doing a playthrough, I'll trade it to them. That's what we'll do with it. I'm just hoping it's not. I really hope it's not. We want it to be the Cyndaquil, really. It gives us our fire type for the run. Totodile would be also very good. Either would be really good. I'd really be super happy with either. Matt, how you doing, mate? Great to see you as always. How was your trip to London? It was really good, mate. Really enjoyed it. It was super tiring. I was so drained afterwards, though. I had such a nightmare getting home as well. No, I kept saying, like, everyone was like, how was your trip down? Because everyone travels from so far away. So it's kind of the standard thing that everyone talks about when you first get there. It's like, oh, it was really easy, like an hour and a half on the train down to London. And yeah, it was nice and easy. So I was like, oh yeah, my trip home was going to be like super straightforward, except it was the worst. It took me like 6 hours, I think, to get back, which should have been an hour and 40 journey. 6 hours. It was like, yeah. A freight train broke down on the line. It ran out of fuel on my way home, so it was stuck at one point of the line, and the train couldn't get any further down to the southwest. So I was like stuck at a station for like the absolute longest time, and it was a nightmare. I got off one train, and then another train came that claimed it could get down to where I needed to go. So I got on that train, and all the time they were on different platforms, so I was lugging this massively heavy suitcase backwards and forwards. I was knackered. Got onto this train and like sat down, got settled, and then like 5 minutes later the train driver was like, I'm sorry, this train is not going to be able to go any further because there's a freight train on the line. And I was like, we already knew this though. We knew this. So I had to get off that one, and then I was like, I'm just going to get a cab home. It's going to cost me an absolute fortune, but I was like, I just really want to get home. I was so tired, and I ordered an Uber, surprisingly, with where I was, and the Uber was on the way, and then we got an announcement, and the train driver was like, on the train I just got off, was like, we can actually get past that now. So I had to like cancel the Uber and then get back on this train, and finally ended up getting home. But it was a bit of a nightmare overall. But Yeah, otherwise it was fine, mate. The time out there though at EUIC was amazing. It was so much fun. It was great seeing you at Pokemon EUSC in the Pokemon Center pop-up shop, and thanks for the compliment for my Ash cosplay. Hope all is well with you, and how you been? My name is Sport. It was great seeing you, and that cosplay, I will say again, it was absolutely fire. It was such a good cosplay, so thank you for taking the time to say hello and stuff like that, and I hope you had a great rest of your weekend. It was nice seeing you, and that Pokemon pop-up center was very fun. For real, I had a dream last night watching your stream and you got Chikorita on Soul Silver playthrough. I got so disappointed. I think it would be. We couldn't even trade it over, could we? Because it would be like dupe clause. Oh, let's hope it doesn't happen. Let's hope it doesn't happen. It's gonna be shiny now. Can you imagine if it was, and then we scrolled through and then the Cyndaquil was shiny as well? Banana bread needs walnuts as usual. You McMuffin. Yeah, that sounds good. Enhancing the banana bread. I need to start working out, but I'm dumb when it comes to fitness. Zachary, I'm exactly the same as you, mate. I try all sorts of stuff. I always find, for me, HIIT's always a good thing, but I always go back to running. It's always something I've always done. But I think generally strength training with weights, even like using your body weight is like your way to strength train. If you don't have dumbbells and stuff like that, can be quite good. And then just like cardio. But I'm sure there's people in chat that would be able to help, because there are some absolute monsters in training, so they might be able to give you a little bit of help with anything that you've got questions about. It's also a hard thing though, you know. I don't understand half the stuff that I would like to. Always trying to learn like new things, but I never know if it's the right thing or not. You always see so much conflicting things online. It's always confusing. But I think diet's like a big part of it, you know. I think the diet's like 95% of like your results. Sounds like a good time to get back. Yeah, mate. Story of you trying to get home sounded like sitcom episode. Honestly was. And my case was so heavy because I had so much extra stuff in it. It was the heaviest thing in the world. And getting it up and down. And the station that we were stuck at as well, it didn't have an elevator on one side. So it was like I had to go up the stairs with it. And it was like, oh, I don't want to have to go up those stairs again. I was like, nah, it was just, yeah. Just at the time it felt very awkward, but in the end it all worked out, so it was all right. I think it was just the added thing that I was just extra tired from the weekend, and it was the Monday, and I just felt like I just want to be home. You know when you just like want to be home, but you know you can't. Next reset gonna be shiny. Come on, hopefully, my friend. Hopefully it is. Do you have a Pokewalker? I do. Yeah, I got the Pokewalker from both of these games. Could use the Pokewalker, that would be good. Right. No shiny there. I started a patch. Ooh, I'll just get this on and oh no, we need to reset. I started a patch, essentially a ROM hack of Wind Waker and XD Goldness for QOL updates. XD is especially fun because it adds special physical split and fairy type into that game. Caleb, that sounds absolutely nuts. That's so cool. Hope you're having a great time with it, mate. Heck yeah, I gotta have the Pokewalker for my jumping fish and flying Pikas. Yes. I love the Pokewalker. I just like, this is why I think like it would be such a cool like remake. Like they could just do a faithful remake of HeartGold Soul Silver for the Switch, and then remake the relaunch the Pokewalker with it as well. Be so good. Do it, Nintendo. Stadium combined physical and special also. Oh wow. An upside down pineapple is a sign of swinger. Upside down pineapple cake. Upside down pineapple cake. That's all that's come to my mind. Kaylee mentioned that she had that over the weekend and it was made for her, and I haven't had an upside down pineapple cake in absolutely years. It's one of my favorite desserts. The diet is so important. You don't even need to work out if you have a clean diet. Workout is like DLC to the diet. Yeah, exactly right. Like, I think you just nailed it. It's so true though. And I think that's the hardest thing, getting the diet right, you know. I find it especially hard. Like, it's so easy, like everything's so convenient, you know, in the shops and stuff like that, to make it easy to eat the wrong stuff, and it's hard to eat the right stuff. And especially with how expensive like shopping is now, it makes it really tough to eat well all the time. Crazy. I definitely had a case of the Mondays that day, Lumpy, for sure. I was fed up at the train station. I was like, I just want to get home. And the worst part was, after I ordered the Uber, because they were giving like the station were pretty nice. They were like, the staff were really nice as well, and like trying to make good of the situation. So they offered everyone that had to get off the train and was stuck like a complimentary drink, and I was like, I really need a cold drink. So I was like, I hadn't got one to start with, but I ordered the Uber, and it was going to be like 20 minutes for my Uber, and I was like on my way up to get my free drink, and as I was on my way up the stairs, that's when the announcement came through for the other train that I just got off was actually gone. So I was like, I had to hightail it over there again and try and get back on the train, which I did just in time. Pokémon app that could be put on your smartwatches would be really neat. Kaylee, that's such a good idea. That is amazing. Yeah, that's what we need. The Pokéwalker for the watch, smartphone, and everyone can use it. Just an app. Petro, how are you doing, mate? Great to see you. Stuck on Gen 5 much. Yeah. May have answered this already. Is there a break this week for 7 stars terror raids? I haven't seen anything posted, or may have missed it. No witness. It looks as though we didn't, because they normally announce it Sunday evening, like this morning, Monday morning, very early, so like 9 a.m. Japan time, but we never got an announcement this week. So it looks as though we're having a break, unless they announce something through the week, but it would have to be like announced by Wednesday, really. So it looks as though we aren't getting anything this week, which is crazy. Although with the mass outbreak events, they normally announce them like Monday, Tuesday, so might have had, I don't know if there's anything being dropped now. Let's have a look. No, there's nothing. So it looks as though we've got a complete break this week, which is a little bit strange. Unless we get a surprise Pokemon, you know, direct or something like that, which I doubt we will. But you never know. You might get something. And then they announce a special raid in there. Who knows? But no, we haven't had anything announced this week yet. As soon as we do, if we do get anything announced, I will, I'll put a video up on the channel with it. Ought to eat out as many times a week as my wife will let me. I was ready after, like, I don't know, like when I was at EUIC, because you're just eating like whatever you can. My food for EUIC was terrible. Like, not bad, but it wasn't what I would have liked. Like, the finishing so late on like the Friday and Saturday, there wasn't much choice we had for like eating out. It was like Uber Eats or eating at the hotel, and the hotel choices weren't the best. So I ended up eating pretty bad when I was away. So it's kind of like, it was nice to get home and just have like normal food. And RG bags. Anyone on Scarlet right now that could trade me a Dino would be very grateful. If anyone can help out with the Dino trade, sure, RG bags would be very appreciative of that. Kind of sad how slow it is overall for Nintendo, just not Pokemon. It's really slow at the minute, isn't it? It's like, it definitely feels like the last year of the Switch, right? And yeah, it's, especially now there's just not been any sort of Pokemon news at all since Pokemon Day, really, you know, and there's just kind of feeding off scraps and things like that. And the 7-star raid events are pretty like sporadic. There's like no consistency there with them, because they don't feel like weekly events, although they feel like they should be like weekly events. They're kind of like, I guess this week's a good evidence of that, like proving like they're not weekly events, you know. And the mass outbreak events, like the last one we had was around Pokemon Day, which is crazy with the Hisuian Voltorb. So it's like they could be doing like events every week for sure. They could be doing a spotlight event, they could be doing a 7-star raid event. I think there's so much they could be doing, but they're just, yeah, not doing anything really. They're doing a little bit. Are you streaming tonight? Yes, we will be, my friend. Yes, we will. We should be starting around 7:30 tonight. So I'm still making my mind up. It will be the Deoxys hunt. We need to get that. We need to get that Deoxys as soon as possible. So we'll continue the Deoxys. I don't know if we'll do maybe some Dynamax raids alongside it. Could be quite nice to do. And I thought you were at Worlds the other day. I don't know the event. Rocket Blastoise, it would have been EUIC. So the European International Championship was where we were last week. And Worlds will be in Honolulu, Hawaii. Is it the 16th to the 18th of August? I think that were the dates that were announced. Always look forward to the build videos. They help a lot. Who do you think they will be next in the race if you had to guess? Oh, I don't know. I would say it won't be Superior. No, I don't think, because we just had Meganium. Maybe Totodile, you know? Maybe we're due another water starter. For Alligator. Cool. Did I just say Totodile? Yeah, I meant for Alligator. 7-star Totodile. That would be fire. I would like to see them do some like legendaries, but I don't know if they're going to do any. It feels like they did the Palkia Dialga, but yeah, it'd be nice if we got something like that. Timothy, how are you doing, mate? I hope you are well. Great to see you as always. I had a very lucky weekend in HeartGold. Found a shiny Raticate, snagged the Gyarados at Lake of Rage, got a shiny Dratini at the Game Corner. I found a shiny Steelix for my SBQ. My head was spinning, man. That is absolutely nuts, Timothy. That is such a good weekend. Crazy. Got the team pretty much sorted now. That's absolutely amazing. Hopefully we can follow suit with you today and get some shinies ourselves, snag some. Be nice to see at least one of these games pull a shiny today. But that's incredible. Congrats, mate. The Dratini as well. What a great Pokemon to have for the playthrough. That's absolutely incredible. All we want is the beep beep Mareep. Thanks for the Pokeballs. Item Lotto tricks. I now got a speedrun Violet to get the Blueberry Academy storyline done. Joseph, you're more than welcome. I hope the dates and things help with that. And David, we had the 6 baby Pokemon outbreak. Oh, we did, of course. Yes, you're right. We did. Yeah. It's just ignore me. I'm just complaining because I just want more events in Scarlet and Violet, and I did feel like we're just not getting them. So I'm just having a moan. I just feel like, yeah, they should have. It'd be better if they did like a calendar schedule, you know, at the start of the month, where they were like this, and we had everything mapped out for that upcoming month. It'd be kind of cool if they did stuff like that, but I guess it might be a little bit too much for them to do that sort of thing. But I don't know. I'm sure they've got it mapped out already anyway. Do you think Mega Evolution will undergo a transformation in Japan's Korokoro magazine? They leave that in the air. Maybe. I think with it being a Legends game, it could be slightly different than we've seen before, you know? That would be like... It depends, I guess, on how they're approaching the Legends game. Is it going to be like Legends Arceus? So you're going to try and kind of make steps forward with the Legends series to make it more similar to a main series title, like, you know, like Scarlet and Violet, like Sword and Shield sort of style. Because Legends Arceus didn't have held items, which is a big thing where we're all like, okay, well, to Mega Evolve, you kind of, unless you're Rayquaza, you need a held item, right? So it's one of those where, are they going to have a new way to Mega Evolve? Is everything going to have like a signature attack that allows them to Mega Evolve like Mega Rayquaza? Or, yeah, I don't know. I could see them definitely changing it up a little bit if we delve into Mega Evolution a little bit deeper as well. I'd like to have a read of the full like translation of the Korokoro though, because it seemed to be like quite a lot of information, and then there was like the X and Y games there as well, so I'd be interested to know what they were mentioning from that, or was that just a reference to the last time that Xerneas Yveltal were in, you know, the games are about those, or if there was any like good information about what part they play in the timeline of these games. The worst part of Dratini was getting 10,500 coins for all the Dratini, but they're pretty good. The Voltorb Flip game, we got pretty good. What is the trick to the Voltorb Flip game? Because I've seen a lot of people say, like, I couldn't remember it too well from when I played these games last, and I've seen a lot of videos and people are like, it's a nightmare. It is an absolute nightmare to play, but there is a definite technique to doing it, right? Because I think if we can, like, there is the Sword Stance TM that would be really useful for us to get from it in the playthrough, but I'm not sure. I probably need to swat up on that before we get to the stage where we can use it, because it would be kind of useful, especially if we could go for a Dratini as well. A shiny Dratini, that would be amazing. When it comes to the diet thing, yes, that really is important to stay lean and healthy, but if you want to feel good, kick ass in life, and look toned, you need to work out. That's very true, Mats. Yeah, it's like a combination of both, isn't it? Like, you can't have one without the other. I think that's some really good advice. It's it, but a lot of my friends have outright told me they won't be buying Nintendo stuff since they all have a Stream Deck. Kind of a bummer. That is a bummer. I guess the only thing is, like, the Nintendo consoles have all their exclusive IPs, right? Which is like the big sell for them. But the Stream Deck is a very good console, like really good system, isn't it? Then you look, the new console will come out and breathe some life into the scene. Hopefully, yeah. I think, gotta hope that they do something. They normally do something pretty wild and innovative, so gotta hope that they follow that kind of line with the new Nintendo console when it drops, whatever it's called. I keep trying not to call it the Switch 2, because I don't know. Is it going to be the Switch 2? Imagine if it was just the Switch 2. But hopefully we get some info on it soon. Just looked, 3 shots and had a cocktail, and now eating McDonald's. Nice, mate. Japanese McDonald's. I find it so cool in Japan that on Christmas Day they get KFC. It's like a traditional thing in Japan. It's wild. You got to book it months in advance to make sure that you can get your order in for Christmas Day. KFC for Christmas dinner. That's the one thing that I didn't ever get when I was in Japan. I never tried it. Japanese McDonald's. Kind of wish I had. Sadly, my Switch can't keep up with even using official hardware with the emulators. Actually play better on Proton. Wow. It says a lot, doesn't it? With the coin case glitch, it was different in mini games. You're right. I think there is a strategy for Volto Flip, but I believe there also is RNG manip. So we can use maybe RNG manip. That'd be kind of fun for the playthrough to do some RNG manip with it. I still feel though with ZA, there's a big part of me, and a lot of people think I'm crazy for saying this, but there's a big part of me that's like, could we see ZA as a main series title? I did get reminded off Sierra that Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee was a main series title, so this doesn't always ring true, but with it being a main series title, could we maybe see competitive Pokemon move over to ZA? If it's got a fully integrated battle system in it, and it does move more towards the main series titles, as in a little bit away from Legends Arceus, I just feel like with Megas in the game, it's like there's a good way that it might be integrated over. I guess there's as well, if Pokemon Works is behind a faithful remake of like Black and White, maybe, and we see Terastallization and Megas in that, then I could see that maybe being the platform until Gen 10. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But hopefully ZA will be a real big game that's gonna kind of pull a lot of people back in, which I'm sure it will. I think on Switch 2, just upping specs maybe the best option. Maybe. I feel like they'll integrate something new with it. Maybe in the controllers, like the Joy-Cons, if it is similar to the Switch. The Switch was such a successful system though, right? It seems like they don't necessarily need to go too far away from that. And especially if they are planning to move like the online or your account from the Switch onto the new system as well. It's kind of good to kind of keep your account as it is now on the new system, so you don't lose anything. Cyrus, you inspired me to play HeartGold Soul Silver again and Shiny Hunt. I started same as you when I saw you start this game. How is the hunt going? And I hope you're a bit further into the game than I am, and you've had a bit of better luck with the Shiny Hunt as well for the starters. Really wish there was competitive on ZA. I'm hoping that, Professor Oak, that's kind of my big hope. I get told I'm crazy all the time for thinking this, but you know, I don't know. Feels like it's a pretty big game, you know, and it would give them the room, I think, to allow at least a year before Gen 10 comes out. Which it could do, could be what they need. I just feel like with the restricted format, the one restricted now, which takes us over to Worlds, and then we'll get a new rule set in the start of September, which you've got to imagine is full JS Cup. But then where does the rule set go after that? Because I feel like that is the kind of end of the line with a generation when you get that full JS Cup. So I just feel they might have jumped the gun a little bit too soon if they're planning on staying on Scarlet and Violet for another year after this, you know? Because I don't think you could have an entire year of like full GS Cup. It would be so stale by the time, even if we got to like the new year, it would be too stale. Fun fact, of my longest shiny hunt in Gen 3 yet, Swablu at 10,257 encounters on Phase 2. Let me see what the rest of this for the goose. Then got another Swablu as my fastest hunt ever, 552 encounters. What a world. That's crazy, mate. That's so many resets. I hope you get it soon. Is this going to be officially like the longest shiny hunt that you've ever done then for the Zangoose? Crazy that you've not seen it so far. 2 Swablu as well. Like Nintendo's working towards AR, VR consoles. It'd be kind of wild if they do. I feel like they're the company that are going to like nail it first, aren't they? They normally are with that sort of thing. What about the next Nintendo console is a non-handheld one so that you can have more powerful specs and run more demanding games with better graphics, performance, and gameplay. That would be... I wouldn't be sad if we saw that, to be honest. It'd be kind of cool. It's nice to have the portable aspect of it, but I guess they could, like, if they really wanted to, they could make 2 versions, couldn't they? Or have a light version that you can use as the portable version, not as powerful, and then a docked home, and like, yeah, like you say, like a home version. But are people gonna do that? Yeah, they just need to bring back the handheld, have the handheld, but they've like integrated it all into one. I wonder if they'll ever split back into having a handheld and a home entertainment system, or they'll just carry on the route that they're doing with the Switch. I mean, the Switch is a really nice mix of both, right? Did you see the eclipse last week? I didn't, John, but I saw lots of footage. Yeah, where we were, we had no chance of seeing anything, so it was a little bit sad where we are. But I saw lots of footage online, which is really cool. It would have been amazing to be in one of the spots where you had a good view of it, though. How about yourself, mate? Did you manage to see anything? SOG 10,257 resets is peanuts compared to the 100k resets I am for Chen Pao right now. Still haven't got that Chen Pao shiny, Professor Oak. That's crazy. 100k resets. I think that's like officially now the longest shiny hunt I've ever heard anyone doing. Credit to you though, mate. You know, I think, like, just gotta say congratulations for sticking with it after all this time. I know a lot of people would have given up by now, but you know, one of these resets you will see the cat shine. It will definitely shine. That silvery shiny will be worth it when you finally get it. I'm gonna call it now. 102,000 resets. I think you'll get it very soon. So yeah, just keep going, mate, and I really hope. Sending you all the shiny luck your way for that shiny Chen Pao. So far I got my shiny Cyndaquil, then I encountered shiny Stantler. Wow, nice. Shiny Gligar on Route 45. Now a Gliscor. Wow, that's awesome. Awesome. And what's the next one? And my latest was a shiny Suicune. No way. And 978 soft resets. That's wild. Congrats, mate. That is absolutely epic. Shiny Suicune. Like that many resets as well. That's really good. Somebody has to laugh. V McMuffin, I get the joke. That it's mine and Prof's in joke. The 100k resets for Chen Pao. I wonder when it'll end. I wonder what number you'll end up being on when you do get a shiny. The Switch just needs to be better at being a handheld without the accessories. Alternate Joy-Cons that can destroy your hands. Yeah. I don't like the Joy-Cons like off the console at all. They're like ergonomically just not very nice to hold. Like just for me personally. That's why I had to get like a control, like a Pro controller just to use. I don't think I could have managed if there was no other option. Yeah, looking like the goose will be my longest hunt yet. But it's alright, I'm willing to suffer for something this awesome. It will be very awesome. I feel like when you get it, you need to like master ribbon it, you know, after you finish it. I know you mentioned that you were wanting to keep everything on the cart to kind of remember the run, which is cool. But I feel like because it's such a crazy long hunt that you've done for it, it just feels like you should ribbon master it if you can. Or do you like mudkips? Yeah, always. Oh, the legendary's not shiny locked. Pretty cool if they're not. Nah, Polly, they are. Me and Professor Oak are just joking. Don't try and shiny hunt any of the legendaries. It's just a running joke we have for the Chen Pao. They're all shiny locked, unfortunately. Don't tell Professor Oak that though. Wasted hundreds of hours soft resetting for it. 102 DA for no shiny. I have the charm. Oh, FN, I hope you manage to get it soon. Because Dynamax adventure raids can be brutal at times. I think that's what we'll do tonight. We'll go for this Zygarde again tonight. It might be a fun one to go after because we'll pick up where we left off with that one. It's absolutely brutal though. But I really hope the next few that you do, you see some shinies pop up. Especially because you got the charm as well. The odds are so good. It feels like you should be getting shinies very regular, but sometimes just not how it works, fortunately. Since you inspire me to play again, subscribed. Plus, I always watch your solo raids to beat the mighty marked raids. Thank you so much, Timeless. I really appreciate that. And like I say, I hope the future videos that we do feature on the channel are helpful as well. And good luck with the rest of the playthrough as well. You're inspiring me to keep going with those catches that you've got. Ah, come on. That's the one. Sam, do you think about using more channels like TikTok to generate more income? I'm asking because I hope you're getting enough income from what you do. We'll have a very, very long time. I dabbled in TikTok very, very little. I don't know. I always find like when I try different platforms, it takes away from my focus from YouTube, which I feel like should be my focus the whole time, you know. So like look at my like X account. Like I post there very rarely. I'm just bad at like splitting my attention elsewhere, and I always feel like something like lacks a little bit. So yeah, TikTok I could try, but nah, I'm not too worried about other places like that, to be honest. I think I'd rather concentrate on like other channel stuff or other channels that I'm planning on working, like the VG one. So yeah, but everything's all right. Everything's all right, mate. But thank you so much for asking. I really appreciate it. And Rose, how are you doing? It's been a little while. I hope you have been keeping well. Great to see you as always. We are still stuck in this perpetual loop of Groundhog Day right here in HeartGold and Soul Silver, but we're having a good time. Doing nothing shining just yet, but I hope you are having a fantastic start to your day, and thank you so much as always for hopping in and joining us this morning. And Muffin as well, my friend, good to see you. Great. I hope you're having a good start to your day. Had a good time at EUSC. Loved the Totodile pin. Also loved hearing you on Charlie's podcast. That was awesome. Thank you so much, mate. I really appreciate that. And please, you enjoyed the podcast. I think what Charlie's doing is going to be really fun to keep up with. I know the other two guests he's got on, but I don't know. If you follow Charlie on X, you might have an idea. But I know you'll have a new episode drop this Wednesday, so it should also be a good one if you're keeping up with things that Charlie is up to there. But thank you so much, mate. And EUIC was a lot of fun as well. Another Mareepa, no shiny. Yeah, sadly I failed a shiny. 28 soft resets for a shiny Anorith, and I forgot to save. No, failed it after 28 resets as well. Oh, that is brutal. Hope that's the last failed one. Pokemon Company emailed and give me my special cartridge because I'm the longest serving professor in the series. You have the only cartridge with the legendaries unlocked. But the shiny, what are the shiny odds for the Chen Pao on this special card that you've got then? It's like 1 in 500,000, 1 in 500,000. Must feel good to be back after the vacation. Did you and the family travel to EOC? Was it you solo trip? It was me solo trip, mate. So it was a lot of fun. It was fun. It was tiring, but as always, the events normally are like that because they're kind of on the go the whole time. But it was a lot of fun. It was a really good trip. It's a really good trip. And sad that it always gets to like the Sunday evening and like I can't believe it's over already, you know. The days just fly by. Sometimes it's gave me fuel in a bad way. Wasn't focused on them ripening too much. What is that, V McMuffin? Oh, mine is the walnuts and your banana cake. If you get a shiny Totodile, will you nickname it Gatorade? Timeless Wonder, we'll do it. Watch it be this one. Not that one. Oh, I wonder if we will get the shiny Mareep today. Be nice if we do. I feel like we have to get a shiny on something today. I almost feel like I want to bring the Latios hunt to the streams. But it's another one to add to the mix that we probably don't need right now. But I just cannot believe. Cody, thank you so much for the subscribe. Really appreciate it, my friend. And if you are joining us on the stream today, I hope you enjoy it. And maybe are in time for us to see something shine. But yeah, probably shouldn't bring the Latios on. Keep that off stream. It's just painful. It's painful doing that at the minute. It's got to the point where I'm like, yeah, 6,000 we're getting to. I just think we shouldn't ever be reaching those numbers with the ultra wormholes. Evan, quick question, Lee. Will your Pokemon home automatically transfer to a new Switch as long as you log in with your Nintendo account, or is it like save files where you have to transfer data? I think it would automatically transfer from right, because you've got the login on your mobile, right, as well. So it's kind of like I think it's more of a login thing. I would double check that though, but I think it would be a login, not a system transfer to be able to access it. What do you think Terapagos will do in Reg G? John, I don't know if it'll see a lot of play. It might do. I don't know. I'm not massively confident that we'll see a lot of it, but I could be wrong. It feels like one of those Eternatus situations from like Sword and Shield where it might see a little bit of play, but I don't know. I can't see it having a huge impact. I'm like, Ditto, hey, you can breed me. Absolute denial protocol. Classic. Right. We need more likes. Thank you, Professor Orc. And thank you to everyone that's been pushing that today as well. Really appreciate it. What are we on at the minute? We set a 100 like goal and we're on 83 likes. Wow. Thank you so much, everyone. That's amazing. We can get to 100. You got this. Easy. Easy. How do we have 117 listening to this soothe accent and not smashing the like button? Too kind, Zachary. I appreciate it. Thank you so much to everyone that has dropped a like though on the stream today. It does massively help. And if you're new, can subscribe as well. Teton, all of the emotes. What do you think of the two new ones that we've got? The Squirtle Squad and the Debbie one. I like the Debbie one. The Debbie one's nice. What's the fastest shiny hunt you encountered? Probably in Scarlet and Violet. You know, where you have those where you set up a sandwich and literally the first thing that spawns on the field is a shiny. I've had that a couple of times. I think the last one that I had that was very quick like that was for Jupiter. Yeah, that was literally the sandwich. I set up the sandwich and it like literally was the first Pokemon that popped up. So they're probably the fastest hunts that I've done. I mean, the Geodude in this game was really quick. That was like 128 resets, I think, or 128 encounters, I should say, which was ridiculous because I don't think we'll have anything like that for the rest of the playthrough. What about yourself? Koraidon, Fluttermane, and Miraidon with Iron Hands will go crazy, Andy. Yeah, I think like Koraidon, Fluttermane's already been popping off quite a bit. I do like Groudon as well, Groudon, Flutter, but Koraidon's just, yeah. Koraidon, Tailwind, Fluttermane, Raging Bolt, Amoonguss. Oh, we've picked it. We've done it. The other two could have been shiny there. We've done it. Yeah, but they're all really good. Just gotta hope that there was no shinies. No shinies there that we just couldn't check. Zachary, I didn't see the one earlier. I love the Nido lines. The Debbie one. I do like the Debbie. Right, let's not pick the Chikorita again. Just got done with some blob pixel art and importing the frames into Cannnot, a game engine. Nice, Ninetales. Hope it's all going well, my friend. Had that with the shiny Sneasel hunt, made the sandwich. The first group of 5 spawn had the pink shiny in it. Managed to get 3 shinies in that sandwich. Wow, Matt, that is amazing. I love it when you get like good returns with that. I was grinding some blueberry points the other night, and I had to do for one of the big things, I had to make a salty sandwich. So I set up a salty herb and mystica sandwich for normal type Pokemon. And when I finished getting the blueberry points that I needed, I was like, oh, I may as well try and take advantage of the sandwich. So I went and got myself a shiny Smeagol as well, which was kind of nice. I just forget how easy it is to shiny hunt in Scarlet and Violet. It is really nice for shiny hunting, but it is so easy sometimes, and so rewarding as well. That was a shiny. 6,831 more resets to get another shiny Totodile. You know, it was there in that exact one. Don't say that though. That would be that's always gonna haunt me. It's not like the when Sergio blames himself for the reset that we did, and I didn't check them, and I just reset over without checking anything. That still goes through my mind now, with the shinies there in that one. Hopefully the shiny pops up soon, and then it kind of means that, yeah, it wasn't ever there. I feel like the sandwich is making up for the near 800 eggs I hatched for shiny Bagon. Yeah, that's definitely like the makeup for it, Matt. I fully believe in these, like the odds evening out over time as well with different hunts. You get some that are really, really quick, and then others that are absolutely brutal. Brexit, how are you doing, mate? I hope you had a great weekend as well. Thanks so much for dropping by, and I hope you're having a nice start to the week as well. Thanks just hopping in, saying hello. Great to see you as always. Hopefully in this brief time that you're here, be able to see something shine. Maybe, but maybe not. Maybe we'll have to continue this on through the week again, but it's all part of the process with this shiny only Nuzlocke. I feel so committed now to the Mareep that we have to continue with it. There is parts of me that think we could just move on in the story, but I feel like now we're too deep, aren't we? What's your favorite shiny, or any that's most special to you? Favorite shiny I always say is Azumarill. I always love Azumarill's shiny. But special shinies, say the Celebi that we got from Crystal, that feels very special because just the odds and how we got that. So that's definitely up there, I think. What about yourself? What are your most special shinies, or favorite? Cute Lahook. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I'm probably not. Okana. I hope you're doing well though. Good morning to you, my friend, and I hope you're having a fantastic start to your week. Thanks so much for jumping into the stream this morning. How come we didn't get another 7-star raid? I have no idea. It's weird, isn't it, that we haven't had any announcement. So I don't know if they're cooking up something for this week special that'll get announced later this week, or whether we're just having a bit of a break week in general, which I kind of hope that we're not. Haven't collected a shiny Livindex. I still like my non-shiny rare events like Alamos Darkrai even better. Yeah, and they're very cool events to have. I think the event Pokemon kind of, they edge some shiny hunts by far, you know. Like I really like the one thing I love the event Arceus I've got from like 2010 that I had on my Pearl cartridge. That's the one I use in Scarlet, which is, yeah, just a special event, you know. So I mean, your Darkrai is kind of like way more special than that one, but You know what I mean. I agree with you completely. John, the best thing about Reg G is that there's now more Pokemon that can be one-shot. That can one-shot Incineroar, Turn 1, Kyogre, Clearmlet, Koraidon, and Groudon. Yeah, that's very true. Just get rid of the cat. Super easy. Remove it from play. Dan, I'm about 1.8k resets into Shiny Celebi hunting Crystal. I hope you see it shine very soon, Dan. If you do, definitely let us know. But good luck with the rest of the hunts for Celebi. I'm sure you will see it sparkle very soon. It's a great hunt though. I think Shiny Celia I found in a raid den in Shield because it's my only shiny in that game. Wow, that's a cool one to get. I'm still yet to find a shiny in a raid in Scarlet and Violet. That's going to be kind of nice when and if that ever happens. I don't know if it will. I feel by now I should have had one. But that's a very cool shiny to get. Celios a nice shiny as well. I'm dual hunting the Crystal Celebi right now. Sasogi, good luck with it, mate. I hope you do see it shine as well. What are you doing alongside it? Those like my mystery Mew just hits different, still being level 5. That's very true. Yeah, they're just a different gravy, aren't they? 5 more likes. Wow, 3 more likes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone. We'll say Wishmaker Jirachi is another one I'm happy to have. That's very true. The Wishmaker Jirachi event is a very cool one. Some really rare events that were like Japan only as well. 98 likes. We are nearly there, chat. We are nearly there. Thank you so much to everyone. There was a nice event, like they did a, didn't they do a giveaway for Shiny Celebi in Sword and Shield? I think. I want to say they did. I have a vague memory of them doing that. Terrapagos is more than vigorous button smashing, but still not worth flying. Yeah, I don't know. It's one of those Pokemon I haven't really played around with, so I don't feel like I'm like super comfortable saying if it's good or bad. I just haven't seen it much, so it makes me kind of lean more towards it's not that great compared to some of the other restricted options that we've got that we know are doing well in the format at the minute. It's nice to see Koraidon kind of running things at the moment though with the Flutter Mane. I like Koraidon a lot. Be part of this wonderful moment and get the 100th like. That's true. Well, we got 103 likes, so everyone, you smashed that. So thank you so much to everyone for all of the likes today, for supporting the stream as always, and it's I really appreciate it. We will be back later tonight. We'll continue our Deoxys hunt, and not that we're ending right now or anything, don't get the wrong impression, but just saying, if you're around later, we'll do some Dynamax Adventure raids and we'll do the Deoxys hunt as well, which should be pretty fun. And hopefully we can see that Deoxys shine, because that is definitely something that we've not got a lot of time to do, with knowing that the servers are probably going to shut sooner or later, which we have no news of just yet. One of the coolest Pokemon I have is Dalgary caught in Shining Pearl. Need to use glitchless. Nice, mate. That is very cool. See, I love those games. I never started any of the shiny hunts in Ramona's Park for stuff. I've got all of them available to hunt as well. I don't know if I can muster up the courage to do them though. Maybe they're ones that we could RNG manip at some point. Should be kind of cool to do. It was for Zarude movie promotion, I think. Ah, that makes sense. Yeah. Just got destroyed by Calm Mind Weakness Policy Lugia. That multi-scale is no joke, yeah. Especially with Terra with it as well. Lugia is an absolute monster. I could see it doing really well in the new format. That and Ho-Oh, to be honest. Dream Radar version. The Dream Radar, that takes me back. Dream Radar, so cool. Such a cool app. Just hoping I can make it to master rank with my Sneasel Ho-Oh team. I'm thinking I'll round out the squad with Ushfu, Landers T, Amoonguss, and Fluttermane. Any thought feedback on the hauls? I think you need like there's probably some. Depends on the sets, I guess. Because no, the Ho-Oh, are you going to have speed control on there, like Tailwind on the Ho-Oh? Probably be a good idea too, because you're going to have Sacred Fire, Brave Bird, what Roost on there as well. And then Tailwind, that supports the rest of the team pretty nicely. Depends on the sets and stuff, really. But overall, it seems pretty decent. I would probably go Landorus. I do need the Intimidate. The Intimidate's nice on Landorus T, of course. Kind of like having Intimidate on there as well for some of the physical restricteds that you probably are going to need it for. Terrapagos isn't suited for a singular restricted format. Might do better when there's two. Yeah, I think you might be right, Lisa. There's a lot of the restricteds I think can perform a little bit better when there's two allowed. I think my favorite shiny I caught was my 2-week soft reset Mewtwo in Soul Silver. Love him so much. That is very cool. That is an epic hunt to do in Soul Silver as well. And the Mewtwo sprite from these games is absolutely amazing. Very cool one. Chikorita, Totodile, Cyndaquil. Hello everyone, Norse Horse, how are you doing? Great to see you. So glad to see you back streaming, Lee. Great to see you as well, my friend. Thanks so much for hopping in and joining us today. I hope you had a good time at EUIC, and a new exploit in Scarlet and Violet is crazy good. Amazing how people find stuff. I know, it's mad. I think there was 2 players from Japan who had been playing around with it before it got picked up by everyone else. Crazy how it was discovered though. Really cool though. I like it because it's like a few people have said, it's kind of given a little bit of a reason for people to go back into Scarlet and Violet now. It's definitely done for myself because I've really enjoyed playing around with the item printer, and I feel like we're only like really scratching the surface with it as well at the moment. So it's a lot of fun getting a lot of balls for and the ability patches and stuff like that for very little effort. I am putting together a Terra Shard video at the minute with all the different Terra Shards with dates and times. You don't really need the double time for those either. The double points. I mean, you can do it for some of them because there's a few that I've got where you can the double item bonus, and I think you get like, what was the most they got? Like Terra Shards, like 130 of the same Terra Shard in one drop, which is crazy. So you've got like nearly 3 terrestrialization changes in one item printer job. But like I say, you don't really, it's quicker if you don't set up the double item bonus, and you can get like enough Terra Shards in each drop to change Terra type of one Pokemon at least. So more than 50 for most drops, which is good. But yeah, it's awesome. Really good, mate. I'm pleased you're having a lot of fun with it as well. Oh, we'll have Tailwind, Roost, Sacred Fire, and Brave Bird. Sneasel will have Fake Out, Icy Wind, Foul Play, Surf, and the Urshifu will be Dark for the Calyrex check. Nice. Yeah, that's really good. I saw there was an emulator as well released for iOS, like a GBA emulator for iOS recently as well. It's kind of wild. I was thinking about bringing my Pokemon from my original DS playthroughs to the Switch, but it just feels wrong to take them out of their own world. I know what you mean, Matt. I think I would feel the same with these shinies in this game. I think I'm kind of happy leaving these Pokemon in their their respected cartridges and their worlds to be like, yeah, I caught you here, just remember them. If I ever want to come back and play these games, then I've got the memory of them in these games as well. I know what you mean though. Why go versus Collision Course? Collision Course is just so strong. So strong. Right, and I came across those Japanese tweets before English Twitter picked up. It was super cool to see. Yeah, I mean, they're like, I took a real deep dive down. There's a lot of crediting for the next video I'm doing. There's some like Japanese players that have been like putting together a lot of stuff in regards to the date and time stuff. They've been at it like relentlessly for the last few weeks, which is crazy. Yeah, it's cool to see. Cool to see how they figure stuff out. Because I think they're behind the gacha program on the GitHub, right? Pretty sure they might not be, but I want to say they are. But I do feel like it'll get to the point where we've got a series of dates where it's just requiring one setup for everything, so you don't need to do the initial setup and then another one date change. It'll just be one date and it'll just bounce into that initial item that you get for setting up the Pokeball Lotto, which will again give you the balls that you want, or the double item bonus that'll give you the items that you want, and there'll all be different dates for those. So I think that's where it'll eventually end up being. Feel the same, Mats, unless I hunt them on specifically for the purpose of being in the current gen for VG. Feel like I'll leave the team where they belong. Yeah, it's a nice thing to do, I think. But you know, man, how are you doing, my friend? Good to see you. I hope they won't patch the item printer thing, be able to do this forever. I can categorically say they will never patch it. They will not patch it at all, because it's not a glitch. It's just players have just figured out how it works, because it just works off the external clock. So it's a little bit like the closest thing I can say is like Sword and Shield with the dens, how you could manipulate those with the date and time in the external clock of the Switch. Internal clock, I should say. So I'll not be patched out, don't worry about that. This will be here forever. I think it'll just get more refined. The information, the dates and things that we've got are going to be just way more refined as we get further into it, and there's more work done with it. So we're pretty safe now. We've got really easy ways to farm for all of these useful things in game that we need. Ability patches, balls, Terra Shards. He's just never going to need to go without. I guess the only thing that you're really going to need is the material and blueberry points. But you shouldn't need too many of them, because the returns are just so good, and the cost per print job is not too bad either. We need to run. We need to run. Matt's just completed my challenge with beating Scarlet with starters only. Nice. Starters with one Pokemon, and you get to add one more for every gym Titan Nimona team star win. Put them on a wheel, and it was fun. Recommend. Matt, that sounds a lot of fun, mate. That is awesome. And you finished it now. Oh, sad, mate. That sounds good though. That would be a lot of fun to do. Make a great stream. A lot of fun to do. Maybe you should do something like that. Steal your idea, Mats. Wish the item printer came out a year ago. Would have saved so much time instead of grinding 1 to 3 Terra Shards in raids. Mate, I know. It's so frustrating when you think of like the time. Been so many times in the past. I remember like Utrecht 2020. Yeah, 2023 Utrecht, and the night before the event, no, it was Liverpool regionals 2023 Liverpool, and I needed a different Terra type on my Gastrodon, and it was like 1 o'clock in the morning. I think it was 3 a.m. in the morning by the time I managed to farm all the raids that I needed to be able to get the Terra type that I needed. And you think, oh man, if we just known back then, if we'd had it available back then, like literally a 2-minute job. Crazy. Oh yeah, the Stellar Terra shards are going to be good for that as well, for sure. I'm not sure. I think they might be Caphonics have been using that Pokemon program searcher. Yeah, I think Caphonics is maybe doing something where it's going to be like more user friendly, right? Where everyone's going to be able to use it. It's basically a seed finder when you can, yeah, put in a seed and you get a date and time, and it gives you the results of what you would get from that date and time, basically. So I imagine it will be made public at some point, but Caphonics, I think the main person working on it. That might be good with the Terra Blast, because we know always gonna Terra their legend. Yeah, it's very true. Then the CEOs of Pokemon couldn't have pointed and laughed at us, yeah, for all the time that we put into the games beforehand. Knowing. Also beat Scarlet with Lechonk line only. Wow. The Lechonk line only. It was quite challenged. That'd be a funny stream. You have to name Steve Piggy's funny pig name, like Miss Piggy Pork Chops. We were at a I'll try and pull it up. We were at a farm the other, like it wasn't a farm, it was like an animal park, and they had these little piglets, and they all had these names. I don't know if you can read. Will that be back to front? No, that's the right way. Harry Trotter. I don't know if you can Volderpork. I don't know if you can read them. Dumblebore. And there's like little pigs that they had like races with them. I don't know how I felt about it. We didn't stay for the racing, but yeah, it was like twice a day they did that as like a little thing that they did. They seemed happy enough. Charlie, how you doing, mate? I hope you're well. Great to see you. But yeah, we could do some nicknames like that for the Chonk line playthrough. That'd be a fun one to do. Kit and Mike also do a Discord bot that will likely use the data. Ah, okay. That's okay. I'll have a look into that, because that would be really useful for I didn't realize that they were doing that, so that'd be really useful for that. I'd kind of like to help out with it if I can, with any info that I've got, because I've been doing a bunch of like just testing around with different stuff, but I don't know if it would be even any useful to anyone. I think it is public, unless they're making it even easier to. I think they're going to make it easier to use, unless you're talking about the bot that's available now, Ryan, because I know the gacha program that they got, you would need don't you need to run it in like a virtual environment? You can't just run it on a PC, right? Sysbot, as it's known, it traces Pokemon over Discord chat. Ah, so it's just a Sysbot, and then you put that into the code and run it like that. Okay. Ob, how are you doing, mate? I hope you're well. Welcome back. Good to see you, my friend, once again. I hope your day is going good. Still no shinies just yet. Alright, you've just been running it on your laptop. Okay. Ah, I'll have a look. I might have missed it then. Terrapagos are your walnuts in banana bread. When Stellar form, banana bread. Feed McMuffin. Terrapagos is your walnut. That should be officially the nickname of your Terrapagos in game now. Ob, thank you, mate. Both maintained by Kurt and Mike and Caphonics, and that's amazing. Thank you so much for the info, friends. But yeah, the item printer, I do feel like it will get to the point where you're going to have these dates where it will just be very, very easy, very streamlined for anything that you want. For maximum results. Nothing there. Terrapagos is your walnuts. It's too many characters. Just call it walnuts. Be my muffin. Just walnuts. We'll be fine. Same data miner, different gen, really. Project Pokemon has a lot of real talented folks who crawl, so we may run. Oh, tell me about it. I mean, the stuff that, you know, Kurt and all the other data miners do is just incredible. Like, you know, when I try and do like content on stuff like that, I always try and credit where I can, where I know it's like there, because they do so much work for the community, you know. And a lot of the time it goes way under the radar, and you know, probably don't want the crediting for it, but you know, I still think at the same time, like, it's just amazing how much time of their own time they put into things to do, you know, to make it better for the rest of us, or easier for the rest of us as well. Yeah, it's crazy. Over a decade now. Mad, really, when you think about it. Come on, shiny Mareep. That's all we want today. Shiny Mareep and a Cyndaquil. We asking for a lot. We are going to get to pretty much 7,000 resets for sure with the did we not say if we got to 7,000 that would be it for the shiny starter? We can't do that. We can't give up on it. We did say though, if we get the shiny Mareep, we'll leave the shiny starter. We'd have to come back to that at another time. So we are on a timer. We will stick to what we said. If we get the shiny Mareep, we'll leave the starter hunt, which would be a little bit sad to do, but one of those things. I guess we can't have the whole playthrough going and this at the same time. So the shiny starter has to come soon. I can't believe the other shiny starter still hasn't popped up yet. Nose Horse, me too. Me too, my friend. Imagine if you got 2 shiny starters. That would be the best case scenario. If it was Totodile and Cyndaquil, I don't know how we'd decide on it. I would probably go Cyndaquil, I think, if it was the 2, just so we had a fire type, but I can't see that happening. I can't see this cartridge being so awkward up to this point. And now be like, it's all right, we'll give you 2 now, don't worry about it, be fine. But could you imagine Timeless? That would be absolutely wild if that happened. Feels like it's overdue. Gotta shine soon. Hopefully it does. I do wonder which one it'll be. I have a feeling it will be the Mareep before these shiny starters, but you never know. And I had to keep getting the Pokeball Lotto naturally before I could do the trick. Kept getting 2 times drops when doing the date for the guaranteed drop. So that indicates to me that you're clicking a little bit earlier with the timing. Normally, in most of the date setups, 2 times bonus is normally like a second slightly before the Pokeball Lotto. So if you try and just like delay your air press slightly, it should guarantee you the Pokeball Lotto every time. Can be quite frustrating to just get the timings right. It took me a long time to kind of get the timings down on both of them, but for the different ones, for the 2 times item bonus, which I was doing for the Terra Shards, and then the Pokeball Lotto. But yeah, the Pokeball Lotto normally is the later delay, if that makes sense. If it makes this, I hope that's making sense, Charlie, but hopefully that helps a little bit. Matthew, don't joke about the shiny Chikorita. Squirtle Sword glasses would help. What do you think? The Squirtle Squad glasses will come out if we get a shiny for sure. Well, I will wear them. I'll wear them for the rest of the stream. I should say for the rest of the playthrough. The Squirtle glasses might help for the shiny odds though. They might do. Once I got the Pokeball Lottos, get it now. Oh, nice. That's good. That's good. I find it more difficult to get the 2 times bonus, but I feel like I've got the timing down. I've done it so much now. I found it really difficult to get at the start for the ability patches. So do you think it's likely to get a game announced for this year? I do think that we'll still get something this year, but I think it's really like hinges on Pokemon Works, right? I think that is the big thing, you know, that they're the ones probably working on if we are getting a Black and White or an X and Y remake, whatever they are doing. If we do get something at all, it'll be Pokemon Works, and I think they'll do an announcement about Pokemon Works as well, because they haven't really announced anything, have they? So officially anyway. So I feel like that could be what we're maybe waiting on, for them to say, yep, this is Pokemon Works. They're going to work on all of the remake titles and side kind of games from now on. And then to celebrate that, we've got Black and White, or we've got X and Y coming out this year, or we've got the whole back catalogue porting to the Switch. That might be nice, but I doubt that will happen, but I can always dream. But yeah, I do think that we'll get something this year. I really do, but you never know. No, we got one announcement for 2025. Yeah, at the minute it is just ZA, which is looking like it's miles off. It's going to be a long year if that is the only thing that we're getting, which would be fine, you know. I think if it means they're putting more time into ZA, so it's just a better product overall, I'm kind of fine with that. There's plenty of things to like dive into this year to keep, you know, going with loads of Pokemon content and other things. I just think, yeah, it's gonna be weird not having a year with a Pokemon game, because they've kind of spoiled us the whole time before now, I should say. David, thank you so much for the super chat. Did you ever get a shiny with the right mark for the mass outbreak events like Riolu, the Lively? The only one that I've ever got a mark for that was the correct one was the Clefairy one, which is like the first one. But thank you so much, my friend, for the super chat and the support. I really appreciate that. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. And know that the support is very much appreciated, my friend. I feel like I just soft reset over a shiny Chikorita, but I don't think it was. I think it was just the light. So, chat, you can tell me if I did or not. I really hope I didn't. I really hope I didn't. It just looked in the light there when I was looking at it. I was like, is that yellow? And now I'm like in my head now. 2 times bonus is very close to the Pokeball Lotto. If you're late, you will trigger the Lotto instead of 2 times. Yeah, Lisa, that's exactly what I've been finding. Wasn't shiny. David, thank you so much. Put my mind at rest. It must have just been the light, because like when I looked down there, it was like, I swear it was yellow as I was pressing the reset combo. I mean, it wouldn't be the worst one to reset on, because we've already got the Chikorita. I just don't want to reset on a shiny. Nah, not shiny. Thank you, Timothy Arb. Thank you. Thank you for all saving my sanity. Hello, hope the stream is going well. Been trying the new Poké Lotto trick. Been having trouble getting the 6 Beast Ball drop. Cannnot Prime, I'm sorry to hear that you're having trouble with it. Are you being able to set up the Lotto okay in the first place? Because normally once you got your timing down, you should be all right with the with getting the actual 6 Beast Ball drops. It's frustrating though, because like you're setting the Lotto up to then get it wrong every time on that next one, which is frustrating. I've had that a bunch of times. So but let me know what the trouble has been, and if there is anything. There is a bunch of other 6 like time and dates for 6 beast balls as well out there in the wilds. If you're around later on today, we will be streaming later. I'll try and get some more dates and times, and well, I'll try and put them in the pinned comment in the video if I remember on, with some other alternative dates that might be a bit easier for you to hit. I think we get a faithful black and white remake to unlock the remaining Pokemon that still have not appeared on the Switch, like the monkeys. Mats, that would be incredible. I mean, I would love that. That would be so good if we got something like that. Be really cool, wouldn't it? Just a black and white remake. Just reviewed the tape, boss. It was not shiny. Check. Thank you so much. I appreciate that so much. I can say my insanity is saved now. I think that's the worst thing to do at this stage. This many resets where you're just like, yeah, reset over it. And I've done that so many times with the goose. The blue male symbol will pop up beside its name, and my brain will see the blue symbol Zangoose and auto default to Miss Shiny. So I have to clip it. Yeah, I don't blame you, mate. Especially if you're, that would drive you insane almost if you weren't able to like go back and just check the recording. Absolute nightmare. Right. Nothing there. Nothing there. You're in. I have HeartGold cartridge where I have the Q-Charm glitch set up. I have like 20% shiny chance on that save file. That is super nice. I was tempted to do that for this playthrough, but I thought it might be copping out a little bit. I would love to do that though. I really would. I think that would be that'd be a nice little short series as well. That glitch is very cool though. It's not too difficult to set up either, but nice that you've already got it kind of waiting ready to jump into anytime you want. So Jason, how are you doing, mate? I hope you're well and having a great start to your week. Thanks so much for jumping into the stream. It's been a little while, but I hope you're doing good. It's weird, but I have an older Switch with a newer Hori controllers, and I had to do the time trick with only 1 second versus 2 seconds. That's wild. So it's an older Switch, but it was like a 1 second delay. I wonder if it was one of the the newer models. When I did it on my really old Switch, and that is like one of the originals, the original models, that was 2 seconds. Can the egg be shiny? Which egg, Ob? The Togepi one. Probably. I would say so, yes, but I'm not too sure. Might be one of those like weird eggs that's just not, but I would imagine it can be, because I think every other gift egg that we get in the games can be shiny as well. Yeah, sounds like a fun way to play through the game. It's 1 second, 1 frame window to set up right. Yeah, I think it is, yeah. It's very, like, you've got to be so precise with it. But I think with the Eon timer and things, it shouldn't take too long to do. I would like to set it up. It would be a fun one to do. Be a whole lot quicker than what we're doing right now. Any Nidoqueen and King look awesome in this game. Yeah, they're beauts. They'd be nice ones to get because you can get them pretty early on as well, and get the Moonstone from the what are the girls called that use the Umbrians and the Evolutions? Can use Blaine's video to reference it for visual aid if it helps. Has he done a new one on that? I feel like Blaine's found out about the 1 and the 2 second timer difference from my video. Just saying. Just saying. But I don't know if he's done a reference between the two systems. Yeah, it's not, I mean, If you've got an OLED, you're pretty safe going with the 1 second delay. And if you've got an older Switch, you've got a 2 second delay. I think it's pretty much just one of those things where you're probably better off just testing yourself. It might take a little bit of time, but once you've got the timer reset down, like your delay worked out, you're going to be good, because that's going to be it from then on forward. I would just use like a notepad or pen and just write it down. Like that's your timings that you need to hit every time that you're doing it. I think a lot of the time people probably have the issue with, in my opinion, is the syncing up their timer with their air press in the Switch. It can be tricky. If you're off with that slightly, it will throw off everything. So I think that's something that you need to be like really down with, you know. Should I'm doing the timing shown? Yes, it has the old one and explains the models required separate timing. Why am I attacking this Mareep? I've just been using my stopwatch on my phone. It's been like super fine for doing that. I just think it's just hard because sometimes I know I'm off when I've not synced up the timer right. The Camino Girls, that's the one. Yeah. Camino Girls can set you back if they don't. Yeah, that's very, very true. They can. It can be a bit dicey, but we should be in a good spot by then to kind of roll through them. Although they're not the easiest to roll through. Yeah, mod, same thing. Right. What are we at? Okay. I have to hop off soon, friends, but we will take this to 6,700 on Soul Silver and then we'll sign off. But we will be back later. It's sad that I was so confident that we were going to get a shiny of something today, of some sorts today. I really was. I really thought we'd get to see one of these start as shine. But I guess we got a few more resets to still get one of the start as shiny. But it's been fun. It's been fun coming back and doing this anyway this morning. Thank you so much to everyone that's come out and made it a very enjoyable stream. And I have missed these earlier morning streams, so it's been great to kind of jump back into it, and hopefully we'll be able to continue these for the foreseeable now with no EUIC interrupting our plans. How dare it, and all of that. But it's been good. It's been good. And like I say, we'll be back later on with the Dynamax Adventure and the Deoxys Hunt. So if you would like to join in with us doing any of those Dynamax Adventure raids, it'd be great to have you join in while we try and do the shiny hunts for those. But if not, hopefully we'll get the shiny Deoxys, because we're pretty deep into the Deoxys Hunt as well, and that is on a timer. Of course, we need to try and get that as soon as we can, because once they shut down Banking Home, not Banking Home, but Banking Transporter, will not be able to get it into Scarlet and Violet. Okay, last one. And then we will call it a day there, my friends. Leonardo Contino, thank you so much for the subscribe. Fun in the company, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate all of you for coming out. Thank you so much. And hope that she shines soon. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And it has been very fun as always. Ecophonics does it with a Raspberry Pi. Wow. The skills. That's what I need to get set up. Something like that. That would be pretty epic. Right, that is that one. No Mareep shiny either. Okay. Well, should we do one more? Let's do one more, friends. Let's do one more. Let's do one more. Just for sake of it. It was good to see you back. Look forward to the stream later with Deoxys. Thank you so much as well, Timothy, for coming by the stream today. And Riley, no luck. Well, tomorrow's a new day, pal. That is very true, mate. Tomorrow is a new day, and that's all we can hope for. Right, we'll do one more, Marie. Much love, Pokemon fan, and have a great day, all you as well, my friend. And hope you get the rest of the day is brilliant for you. Right, let's hope this is Mareep. No, it's a Bellsprout. We're gonna go till we get the Mareep. I'll do one more in Soul Silver. I say one more. I'm like it. Got an addiction. I'm like, yeah, it's all right. We'll do one more. One more. I just want to go and get one more Mareep. Okay, no shiny starter there. Mareep, no Mareep. Okay, there we go. Right, friends, I will say it there. Thank you so much for coming by the stream today. It has been absolutely awesome. You got to check his performance in Britain. Britain's Got Talent. One more time. It's like via Ego event. I will check that out, Matt. I will check that out for tonight's stream. I will do it now after I finish up. Yeah, thank you so much everyone for coming out to the stream today. No shiny again, but we will return. We'll hit that 7,000 tomorrow for sure with the Soul Silver, which seems crazy for these starters that are just not appearing, but they will eventually, I'm sure. But yeah, have a great rest of your day. If you're around later, it'd be great to see you on our stream for the Deoxys on Leaf Green, and we'll do some Dynamax adventure hunts alongside it. But if you're not about, have a great rest of your day, and thank you once again, and I will see you all in our next one, which will be tomorrow, continuing this one on, and then we'll see about doing maybe some Deoxys later in the week as well if we don't hit it tonight, which I'm hoping we do. But enjoy the rest of your days, friends. Thank you once again. See you all in our next one. Till then, take care. Bye bye.